Bye. Have fun with Monster Hunter.
Yeah. Bye
Bye.
bye. All right, gamers. Now just me and you. Now just me and you again. I get to change the category to fucking Monster Hunter now. That was fun. Carry on lurking? Yeah, no worries. All right. Fun thing about today, right? There's a very specific reason why I wanted to play Wilds today in general. No matter what I do, well, okay, I'm just gonna finish up grinding out the thingies that I need, which is just like literally, I need to get one more weapon for the SNS thing. I was waiting until tonight to get them. I think I only need 4 tickets left or something, but yeah, should be good. I think I switched over categories. Should have, hopefully. Hopefully. Let me just check. The game's booting up, by the way. It'll take its sweet time. It's Monster Hunter Wilds. But yeah, Abe's Attorney. Oh, I should probably do slash marker. Slash marker. Monster Hunter. There we go. So now this is going to be a lot easier when I go back through the VOD for highlighting, because I do that for the VOD's channel. I can just be like, oh, Monster Hunter section. So I could just and then put the Ace Attorney bit in. I don't know if I'm gonna split the VOD. Well, I am gonna split the VOD, but I don't know if I'm gonna trim the VOD for the Ace Attorney thing. I might just throw in some timestamps to help dodge around the crash, but we'll see. I will see, actually. I mean, I'll set up a lobby. Sure, yeah, I'll set up a lobby. I doubt there's gonna be too much going on tonight with it, but I'll see. And Wilds are now if anyone wants to hop on. Yeah. Oh yeah, no. They did that for and I think it was a Japanese exclusive Monster Hunter. But sorry, I gotta clarify this is gonna be on stream. There you go. They did one. The lance was just a big finger. Oh, okay. So, right. I have an image I want to show you guys. Badly. So, I don't know how many of you have played some of the older Monster Hunter games. Every fucking stream I talk about how I've been playing GU. There's a monster from that series called Zamtrios. And he's a fat fucking shark. This is Zamtrios. He's a fat little guy. He's so cute. I love him so much. I saw him earlier. I was like, oh my god. Hold on, I have another image I can... Hold on. This is great. I love this guy. PNG.image, yes. Hold on. There we go. Look at this guy. Boom! Look at him! Look at him! He's so fat. Such a big guy. I love him. Right. Argosy, nothing in there. Not the inflation mod? No, he's cute. Thank you, Miriath, for the follow. I appreciate it. I will post the lobby. I literally need 4 more Hunter Symbol 1s. So, yes, I will post the lobby ID in a moment. I don't even know if anyone can join, but the option's there for anyone who wants to. Where is it? Member lists, and then do /pin this. Do DT6. Your sister's cat? Wow, little kitty cat. DF6DG. There we go. In the industry. Perfect. Alright. Time for kitty cats now. Little meower. Good old little meower. So now that's pinned. I mean, people will probably be able to know that that's the lobby ID. I probably should have typed lobby ID. That's what the lobby ID is, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. I will show you. I literally have one sword and shield I need to get, and it's I need 4 hunter symbol ones. And then after I do this, then I can move on to another weapon. Probably switch axe. Well, either switch axe or bow, I think. I really like those weapons.
Yes.
Imagine I start getting into it and then immediately my fucking stream crashes. Imagine. Oh my god. Alright. Bug stick? I mean, I've played bits of Insect Glaive in this game and I do like it. It's just I am not good with it. I don't want to fight a Balahara. I kind of beat up a bunch of Balahara last. You know what? Here, upon me. I mean, this one's got a gem too, so why not? Bug stick is fun though. I see when I do that world stream, I'm gonna for sure I'm waiting for a certain thing to do that world stream. B, I almost said 2. Don't judge me. I'm going to probably learn a little bit of Insect Glaive in that world stream, specifically because I love the Final Fantasy themed Kinsect. That Kinsect is so cool. I don't know what it is. It's a really cool Kinsect. Oh shit, my model went back to normal. Hold on. Like, there we go. I know I have a normal setting. But this one is just funnier, so don't think I ever got that bug. I think you get it through something. I forget what it is exactly, but it's the big like celestial Kinsect or something. I think you can... I'd have to look again, because I know I did get an Insect Glaive because I was trying to help some friends who were learning Monster Hunter for the first time. So I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to see it in front of me, because I haven't opened world in a little while. I mean, I've been playing Wilds and GU and various titles, it feels like. Alright, and yeah, that was bad focus strike. My brain's still in Ace Attorney mode, so I'm like, I don't have to do much. I'm literally playing a visual novel. No. I gotta actually fucking play video game now. Yeah. Get bold, but never fought Behemoth. Oh. You should do that. It's a really fun fight. It's a really fun fight. You should do that. Damn, this Hirobami is just letting its ass get kicked. I mean, then again, it's a Hirobami. What the fuck is it gonna do? God, I can't wait. I know I've said this like multiple times on Twitter. I'm just like, I can't wait to stream GU when I can, because that game's just really fun. Okay, come on. No. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Just let me... No. Come on. Yeah. I'm gonna run out of sword form. You know what? Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm running out of sword form. Yeah, no, I was debating dual blades too, because I've seen some really nice dual blade stuff, and like, they are kind of fun in this game. It's just like, you know, to a degree they're dual blades. Not that they're a bad thing, it's just, look, I'm a bow main, and they're basically just physical bow, so, yeah. There we go. Sorry I'm not doing it like any crazy tech or anything. I am not like some insane monster. I'm not like fantastic at any of the Monster Hunter games. I'm just okay enough. I did beat Fatalis, but that was not solo. That was with other people for sure. I would like to fight Fatalis again, because that's such a fun fight. As hard as it is, I'd love to do that fight again. Plus, it's also a little easier now, because I have the Fatalis bow on World. And, yeah, no, I do have the bow. I think I also made the switch axe?
but I didn't have enough materials to max it out. So. Never fought Fatalis? Oh my god. I mean, that's fair. It is a very hard fight. I had a friend that, they're Chargeblade main, so, oh my god, why is there so many Balaharas? They're a Chargeblade main, and their first game was Rye. Oh, you didn't do any of the title update stuff? Oh, well, Raging Bracky at least. Whenever I stream World, maybe we'll... Kind of fell off when that happened. I mean, I'd happily play through some World to get you through some of that. It'd be fun. I will say, Raging Bracky is hard, but it's a really fun hunt. Elatrion is overstated on its difficulty. It's definitely hard. I won't say that it's not hard, but I think some of it is a little overstated. I mean, you just go in with an elemental build and you're kind of fine, or an elemental slash, like, fire slash ice slash dragon element, and you're kind of okay. I mean, the Chargeblade main friends, they haven't beaten it yet, but I did. I was a bow main. I was chilling, actually. It's not that bow's like the elemental weapon, but it is a really good weapon for that, honestly. Yeah. And yeah. Urabami is the punching bag? Kinda? Hi, hello. I think if I had to pick a punching bag monster, I'd say maybe... Okay, well it depends on what you want out of a punching bag monster. If you want a monster that will give you a decent challenge while playing just whatever weapon, I'd say Dodogama. But if you want one that's just pure bullying, I'd say either Nursilla or fucking Urabami, I'd say, honestly. It's just between those two. They're just... Like, Hirabami's not bad, it's just the fact that it can spawn in swarms is where the difficulty comes from. That and it's... Dodogama Worldbrain? I mean... Kind of. I mean, Dodogama is like a decent hunt, I'd say. That's for like, if you're not like going crazy. Don't worry, I'm not one of the people who are like... Not in the wild? Oh! Wait, oh, wait, no, Doshaguma. Sorry, God, I'm... Oh, names. Similar names. I'm a nightmare with similar names. Don't worry, I've mixed up Uthduna and Nudra all the time. Straight up, I mix up which one is which all the time. Sorry about that. I meant Doshaguma. Especially the alpha one, I still think the alpha Doshagama is a really good hunt. Even like high rank and all that, it's a good hunt. And I do kind of wish that while they're doing like Arc-Tempered, they don't usually do Arc-Tempered regular monsters, but if they do an Arc-Tempered Dodogama, I think that would just be a fun hunt. I know he's the box art monster, but it's just kind of a neat... No, Arc Valdez. Why did I think Dodogama was or Doshagama was fucking box art monster? It's Arc Veld. Oh yeah. Arc Veld's not the box art monster. It's crazy. Don't worry, I'm just a little silly like that sometimes. Yeah. There we go. Something that you will learn being around here for a while, I'm bad with names. I'm very bad with names, especially when they're kind of similar. Oh my god. I got another gem. The reward for the quest is a gem. I didn't really need that. I will say, the amount that I've been playing this game, I'm glad that I'm doing a lot of like the grinding now before we get into expansion content in like a year or two and like title update stuff where they're like, hey, we're gonna add like a bunch of new stuff. You know, it's is gonna be a thing. I'm glad I'm getting a lot of this out of the way now. HR 41. Wow. Huh. I always wondered why Lalabarina goes in Wiveria. Well, I mean, I need to get hunter symbols, so whatever. Whee. All right. Oh. What? I've been. Oh, what is going on? I got pinged. Ah. Democracy. I see. I got pinged in fucking TLS.
I heard from the others.
Alright, give me all my little tasty treats. Oh wait, Nursilla and Lala? Ooh. Wait. I might actually be able to get it just through these two alone. So I only need 3 now, and there's ones that do give a chance of giving 2. I think I think it might be specific monsters that give 2. I know I've gotten 2 from a Gicepharos before, or maybe it's just complete random chance. I don't know, but oh, hey. God, I was gonna say like, oh, I saw that one person. I'm like, oh, there goes the person. They're gonna get eaten. And one villager gets mauled by Jiwoo in the story. Not in the story, in the thingy. Side quest. I need paralyzed. Yeah? Does that work? Honestly? Come here. Come at me. Come at me, Lala. You're one of my favorite monster designs in the game. Come at me. And you have one of my favorite armor designs in the game, too. Yeah. I landed that. That's crazy. Yahoo! I kind of want Glav to come back. I'm gonna be real. Oh my god. What was the frame drop there? I want Glav to come back. I think Glav coming back would be nice. Even though Glav has been in like a lot of Monster Hunter games lately, he's just a good monster. He's a really good hunt, especially in the New World. He's a great hunt in the New World. I know I say this like every time, but chat, give me your like pipeline dream if I could pick any monster in Monster Hunter history to come back for this, for whatever. Give them to me. Tell me. Tell me your secret. Or keep them. Probably don't know that. I would like to know because that would be fun. I like knowing what people are excited to see in the game. I saw some people on Twitter say, or I saw somebody on Twitter say Cephalodrome, which would be fun. That Cephalodrome's a bit of a weird one, but it would be fun. Honestly, Zamtrios, I think, would be a good one. Put him in the Ancient Forest, because why not? And then just go crazy. I just think that would be a nice one. Had to leave, but get back to what you're saying. Forgotten about Nursilla? Yeah, I mean, it's a returning monster. Nursilla is a very forgettable monster in this game, I think. It's not a bad hunt. It's just, it's a very, like, you have some really good other monsters, and you have Lala, which Lala is just the best spider monster in the game. Like, I mean, there's Rakakadaki from Rise? Lala's so good. I think it's such a good concept, and it's such a good design. Like, look at the rose, even though it's kind of fucked up because it's the tempered version, but look at the rose. It's so freaky. I love it. I really love it. Look, this is also someone who says that Gore is my favorite monster of all time. Zamtrios is a close one, because I liked him a lot in 4U, back when I didn't know what the fuck a Monster Hunter was. And then I played 4U, and and I forgot about Zamtrios. At least I couldn't attach a name to the monster for a while. And then today I got a picture of Zamtrios in my DMs and I was like, oh, he's so cute. He's just a little fat fuck. And I kind of love it. I remember the fight too. It was really fun. Favorite new monster? Oh, it's kind of a toss-up, honestly. I mean, there's Lala. I think this game's just a very consistent, really good new monster thing. Dodogama, or not Dodogama, Doshogama is probably one of my favorite hunts in this game. Just because it's got like an actual, like it's one of the earlier ones that have like a good challenge to it. I know, God forbid, this opens up the conversation of people being like, why is this easy? But it started for you like last week? Started at the worst time. Oh. Yeah. God, Monster Hunter games do just eat up time. I started 3 Ultimate, like, the other day. And by started, I mean I did 1 hunt. Just 1. And it was the one where you deliver the raw meat, because I was like, this one looks cool, and then I had to get up. And I was like, alright, I can't be playing Monster Hunter in bed right now. And then I moved to my PC and probably played GU for a while. It does seem fun though. It's a lot different than what I'm used to, even with 4U, so it's kind of an interesting thing. God damn it. I've been snapped. I also do want to play Portable Third, because I hear that's different than 3U, which makes sense because it is a different name, and also probably came out before the PSP, or the 3DS version. Probably, I bet. I don't know for sure, but I mean, hey. I don't know a whole lot when it comes to some of the really older titles. I also have Frontiers installed. Or Frontier, I should say, not Frontiers. I haven't done a single hunt in it, but I have it installed because I was like, ooh, interesting. But to get back to the question, I'd say, see, because, I mean, I'd have to say one of the Apexes, really. I think Juwu or Nudra are personally just one of my favorites design-wise because they're so different than what we've gotten before in Monster Hunter. We just have never really gotten big ol' Squidward cephalopod type thing. I'd say those ones, or Lala. Like, I just really like the base cast. I even like Chotacabra, but that's because in a different way I like it, because he's big fat fuck that falls over and looks like an old man. Kind of. He kind of moves around like a crotchety old man, and honestly, I kind of like it. Went back to the older ones. I mean, I did this... Okay. No, my first one was 4U, but I didn't know what I was doing at the time, so I kind of say my first one was World. But I've been kind of slowly making my way back through. I think I have played a little bit of Freedom Unite. GU has been the one that I've liked the most so far. And then Rise was good. I never played Rise on here though. I've been wanting to correct that, but also do I want to play through the entirety of Rise again? Not that I don't want to, it's just kind of, you know. It's a long... Monster Hunter games are long. I usually just stick with the one character. And then... Yeah. This is actually the first Monster Hunter game that I've really gotten into off launch. Because I was into the series when Rise came out, because I was playing so much World at the time. And Rise, I kind of messed with for a while, and then I got to the Rampages, and I was kind of like, and I just got distracted, and I didn't end up coming back. Wait, did I just get all of the... Oh, well, I mean, okay, that's a bit anticlimactic. I didn't think it would... I didn't think I'd get all the hunter symbols that I needed in the first 2 hunts. That was Gold Crown Lala! Yo! I'm gonna have to go to the field survey thing and
register that as an investigation because that's good. I need that. I need that. Why did I go in here? What am I doing in here? Yeah, no, because I did the story mode of World or For You back when I played it on the 3DS, and then I didn't really go much from there, I'd say. I did story mode, and then I was like, okay, well, I mean, this is the end of the game. Fucking that one image of the guy like looking up like, Ray Dao is so good. I think Ray Dao is it's a tie between Ray Dao and Jin Dod as my favorite Apex. Because Ray Dao is just an amazing hunt. I think the only reason why he's not like one that I'm like, oh, he's awesome, is because I fought him so much in the beta. And then Jin Dod, I just really like siege monsters from World, and it just feels like that same experience of fighting like Kulve and Safi for the first time. Anyways, hold on. I'm gonna put on a little bit of music for this. Give me like hold on. Kulve is so much fun. I never beat Master Rank Kulve, but High Rank Kulve was so much fun. Not Blue Badger. I was about to put on Blue Badger theme. Fuck it. I have no idea. I don't want to put some. You know what? No. Hold on. Hold on. This is gonna be the stupidest way of doing this ever, but hold on. Don't ask why I'm doing this.
Ready to get to work? Alrighty.
It's so dramatic. Hey, yeah! They're going crazy! Yeah, that's the final SNS. I now have all the Rarity 8 SNSs. Yay! Yippee! Alright, no more celebrating. Even though I looked at the thumbnail for that video was just that guy's face. He has a great mustache and beard. Alright, now you can see for yourself. I go here. I have to sell this because this is a artisan, the artisan 1 weapon. Hold on. Sell equipment. I'm gonna sell this. And look at that. Look at that. Ooh, I apologize if the stream freezes for like a second. I gotta get a picture of this. Oh, that feels good. Alright. Now I pick a new one to do this with. Now I do another one. Because I'm a psychopath that loves deriving pain from the things that I like. It's just simply that fun. Alright, now I get to pick what's next. I'm thinking either bow or maybe switch axe. Because I mean, those are the weapons that I've used the most in this game. Hammer's also up there, but hammer's going to take a lot longer because I haven't used that much of a hammer. Is that the door one? No, it's the arc belt one. Okay. I mean, I have a lot of bows and everything. It's just like the... God, I do not have the materials to be leveling up a bunch of stuff. How long did that take me? When did I start? I mean, I've been using SNS since the beginning of the game. No. I've been using SNS since... Oh, I'm trying to think of a good frame of mind. I don't think it was from the beginning of the game, but it was definitely while I was still playing through the story.
It's not my main. I'd say, well, actually, maybe in this game it's probably been my default, but probably my main is bow. I'm a bow main at heart, really, because that's what I used. Because, right, I can go through my little discography of what I used in each Monster Hunter game. I was a greatsword main in 4U for some reason because I didn't know how to play anything else. I was a hammer main for half of Base World.
You seem super cool, Smile.
Thank you for the 420. Thank you, thank you. That's very nice of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Hammer, I used it for like half of Base World, and that was fun. I used the Zomagdaros hammer, which is just a big volcano, which was really funny. And then I think I switched to bow for the rest of the game. I did stream like a lot of my world playthrough. It's just the only thing is I didn't stream much of Iceborne because when I would stream Iceborne, my PC would explode. So I did a lot of Iceborne off camera. I think I just did the whole thing off camera. But that was only after I upgraded my PC. I think I also played Switch Axe a little bit. World, I didn't use Sword and Shield at all. Rise on Switch, because I got Rise on both Switch and PC. I was a bow main for most of Rise on Switch, and I think I was towing into a hammer main as well. I wasn't sure about hammer in that game though, because And then as soon as I got the PC version, I latched onto dual blades because I saw the switch skills and I was hooked immediately. The switch skills in that game were so cool for dual blades. I loved them. And then I picked up SNS in World, or in Rise, because of the Shoryuken, because I'm a Street Fighter head. So I picked it up because of that. And then I went to... And honestly, that was just kind of my swap around. I think I did do a small Charge Blade arc in Rise. Yeah, no, I did a small Charge Blade arc in Rise, and then as soon as I got into this game, it was like bow. I think it was bow and switch axe for most of the game, and then hammer, and then slowly picking up like sword, SNS, dual blades. Kind of Insect Glaive now. It's not something I'd like use all the time right now, but it is. I do like how it feels in this game, and I have played a little bit of it in World. I've been helping some friends go through it, and it's fun. I do like it. And then yeah, I mean, Greatsword, I've played Greatsword in GU. Well, I should count GU because I've been playing that lately. I play SNS right now. That's probably my main in GU. I did use dual blades for like half of low rank, and then I've been playing around with hammer and Greatsword a lot lately. All adept for the most part, except for dual blades, which I used aerial style. Switching other weapons. Insect Glaive is kind of good, yeah. See, the way I go about it, right, is if you are planning on getting all of the Rarity 8 weapons, or just you're working on a weapon thing, bring your main and bring a weapon you want to learn. I also say if you're like trying to work, like you're trying to get all the materials for a weapon, only use that weapon because it forces you to learn it, rather than bring your main along, because then if you bring your main, you're just going to default to using your main all the time in this game. So I just swap it around a bunch, really. But I will say, compared to World and Rise, I'm a lot more open in this game to like new weapons than I was back then. I'm very much just like, I want to play a bunch of stuff because I'm really enjoying the game and I think it's fun and I like it. And that's my entire reason, really. Oh wait, what? Minute the hunt goes a little bad. Yeah, I do that too. When Zoshia came out, I fought it for a little while using SNS because that was my best weapon at the time. And then I went to bow, and because I had just started out with Zoshia,
I was getting my ass kicked. So then I jumped back to SNS, and then I was doing a hunt with a friend, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna switch to bow, and they were like, maybe don't switch to bow because you might die. And I'm like, no, and then I do fine. And now I just kind of use switch axe. I used switch axe last time I fought Zoshia. I use bow kind of frequent. Bow's like always in my rotation pretty much, unless I'm trying out new weapons, and then I put sword and shield or something, because then that's my main damage dealer. Now, okay, wait, so the thing with bows, right? I will happily say any of the pierce coating bows are really good. It feels so good, yeah. I mean, it's just the adept style from GU on bow and dual blades. It is just, if you put adept on bow and dual blades, that's just it. That's how it is. What do I not have? Nerscylla is going to be a pain to grind out. Doshagama is going to be a pain, kind of. Even though that bow looks nice. Arkveld and G Arkveld are definitely going to be a little hard. Already on Doshagama, that looks nice. Yan, I like the Yan Kutku look of the bow. I think that's a neat look. Fulgur looks nice. Rathian always looks nice. The Zhuwu bow is so good, yeah. Where is it? There it is. It's so clean. Look at that. Oh yeah, no, Zhuwu in general is just a great style. I don't have one? Oh god, right, it's the fangs. Oh right, I'm gonna have to do low rank. Oh, that's gonna suck. Or not suck, because I mean it's low rank. It's just not hard, it's just mildly annoying. Yeah, did they say that they're adding that at the end of the title update 1 cycle? Or did they just say that they're adding it in the future? I don't know if they actually, like, specified or not. Oh, it's coming soon? Okay. I don't know then. Lagonga bow. Okay, unironically, right? The Blaganga bow is really nice. Oops.
Anything catch your eye?
I meant to look a bit more into this. Where's Blaganga? Look at that. That's a really nice bow. I really, really like that. I have Zosamaria, which means I need Hunter Symbol Freeze and White Gleams. That's what. Okay. That's gonna be annoying. The dual quivers are kind of sick. Yeah, they are really sick. Yeah, you're okay. It's so good. Yeah, I really like the Zoshia bow too, just from how it looks. I'm still debating on what I want to go for next. I might go Switch Axe because I've been playing a lot of Switch Axe lately, and Switch Axe has some really nice styles for the weapons. Like, look at the Guardian Wrath Switch Axe. I know it's very similar just to the Wrath Switch Axe, but it's so good. Like, just the white looks so nice. That's just the regular one, that's fine. I have this one. I haven't really used this one. The Wind Sunder. And Zhuwu one looks great. We've been now. Nudra. I think the Nudra weapons are kind of slept on. Honestly, not a lot of people say how nice the Nudra stuff looks, and it's so cool. It's like almost like an Eldritch Cthulhu kind of look. Or just something that you get from like Valhazakan World. Doshagama looks interesting. Looks like something you'd see in Borderlands. Arkveld stuff looks nice, as usual. Guardian Doshagama. Lalabarina. Look at the Lalabarina one. Oh, that's really clean. I need a Bird Wyvern gem. Okay. Fulgur Axe. Yeah, that's normal. That's normal. The Gore one's a scythe too. Oh my god. I haven't used this. I haven't used this. I mean, I have that. I just need the hunter symbols and the white gleam. And the Mitsu one. Look at the Mitsu one. The seal on the side. I don't want to fight Mitsu right now because that fight will kick my ass. Gonna lurk for a while because some work came up. Yeah, no problem. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. I think I'm leaning towards Switch Axe right now.
Got something in mind?
Or Hammer? I want to do a Hammer. Oh, the Rathalos hammers look so nice. Oh right, look at the Jin Dod one. It's just blades. I kind of like this. I kind of like this a lot. The Rumpopolo one, the Cube, Katakabra one's kind of funny. I do, yeah, they're kind of fun. I watch Northern Lion. I mean, the fucking title of the stream is their stream is Bene Gesserit voice. God, look at that. That's nice. Their scrapper's nice. That's just an axe. Like that's just straight up an axe. That's not a hammer. I could cut things. That kind of looks like a Ben 10 alien in a weird way. That's just nice. Gore ones look nice. I think one of my favorite gore weapons, real quick, sorry, I know I'm taking a lot of time figuring all this out, is the, where are they? The Gore Magala dual blades. They're just claws. They're so cool. They're just claws. Actually, do I want to get those before do I want to just get all the Gore stuff? I want to fight Gore a bunch. I really like Gore. Like, he's my favorite monster overall, I'd say. But, it's more, do I want to fight him a bunch? What do I want to do with Gore? My comfort character. I mean, I just need a Wrath Medulla, and then I can do the Ripclaw and then get these, because these are so cool to me. Decisions, you know? I'm just gonna, you know what? Okay, if there's a wheel, hold on. A Monster Hunter weapon wheel. Here we go, weapon roulette. Do I have a thing that'll screen capture? Yes, I do. Boop, boop. All of these. And whatever it lands on, I get one mulligan. Whatever it lands on will be the next thing I get all the rarity 8s for. Come on, come on. Please be, okay. Well, it's a good thing I gave myself a mulligan. I've never touched Hunting Horn. Let me just run that one again real quick. I don't want to use the bow guns. You know what? No, hold on. That one landed on, it's like you flip a coin and it landed on the edge. I mean, I think this is what I get for re-rolling it so much. I get hit with the fucking Insect Glaive. Is the Insect Glaive gonna be the one that I do? I would say I enjoy how Insect Glaive feels. I haven't really used it that much in Wilds. Bug Stick. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take so long. Let's just have a little look and see what Insect Glaives I have, actually, by the way. Also, Hunter looks crazy right now. I don't have a lot. I have a few because of the Argosy, where I literally just go to the Argosy and I'm just like, alright, just give me everything that you have. And I just don't even care what weapon type it is, because it helps later on, and it has. Also the Kinsects, though. I do not know how to build Kinsects at all. Alright, well, I'll use this for a while. and I'll see if I really want to go with it. You could help me? I mean, sure, if you want. I don't want anyone to feel like they have to, so if you want to, then by all means. I don't even know how to, like, begin building an insect glaive, I'll be honest. Okay, actually, what skills am I looking out for an insect glaive is probably the best question I should ask. Because I know there's a dragon one, so let me see. Probably anything that helps with stamina or crit element as well. I know the thing that people like insect glaive about is being able to bounce around in the air, but also that's just not the best way of dealing damage, unfortunately. Focus? Oh wait, no, focus would probably be good, huh? Light handicraft is kind of best in slot for most of them. Okay. Oh, power prolonger. That for sure. Yeah, power prolonger probably. Not quick switch. Not sonorous. That's hammer, light. Okay, I don't have a huge amount, but I do have attack boost. As much as attack boost is probably not going to be too great for this. This is the only like other flight jewel that I have. Unfortunately. Right, so light attack is fine. Okay. I'm assuming power prolonger is really gonna be good here. Probably. I don't really have a second insect glaive. This will really cap me at rarity 7. How much you want to help me? I've used insect glaive. I've never studied it. I've never studied the glaive. So, I mean, you're free to kind of help, like, tell me what decorations would be nice and everything. I'm probably also going to experiment, but, yeah. Like, I mean, enhancer seems good, regardless. It doesn't seem like something that's, like, necessary, but it does seem good. Do I have any other flight ones? No. No, I don't. Focus, too, was the thing that I was looking at. Oh, there's an ad in, like, 3 minutes. So I apologize for that. I run them every hour, but it got fucked up a bit because of my, because I was having some tech issues earlier. I really like the Zoshia insect glaive. It looks really nice. What's a monster that I could try this out? Actually, what's one that I could work towards for now?
Anything catch your eye? Say bar.
I want to just start out with the Chotacabra one. I mean, that'd be pretty easy, and I do need to get that to unlock the Arc Belt stuff, which I think is a really funny path. Yeah, I'll just do like a low rank Chotacabra, because I gotta get materials for that anyways, so... Yeah. I mean, God forbid, this is probably gonna be like... nothing, right? This is not gonna be a hard hunt in the slightest, but... Well, I guess this is as many times have I said I'm too stupid for insect glaive. This is the world saying, alright, learn, bitch. Learn it! Right now! Right meow! Rah! And I'm using Zoshia ones against fucking low rank Chotacabras. This is mean, I think. I mean, look at the Wrath one. That Wrath one looks nice. Like, I will say, I do like the Kinsects. The Kinsects look great, and the Insect Glaive's designs are phenomenal. I just never really know how to play them and, like, not completely biff it, you know? That looks tiny. Can these low rank ones even be, like, probably not any crowns, I bet not. I'm gonna get a sneak attack on him, actually, while he's got his ass out. Sneak attack. Oh my god, that went in. It went in the hole. Be careful. I will say, the current, or the focus attack for
for Insect Glaive seems really good. The fact that it gives you full charge right out the gate is really good. Because then I can just do that. And then... I can just do that. And then I win. I couldn't... I kind of understand how to play it, but it's more so like execution versus actual, like... You know, it's like if you do all the homework you can, or you just read the book before a test, but you don't do any of the homework, you're like, oh fuck, I don't know how to actually do this. Can I do this again? No? Can I do this again? Okay, no, I need full. Got it. I see. Oh my god, he's got so many wounds though, so it's not a problem, really. It's not a problem at all, actually. Oh my god, look at him. Oh god, I feel bad. No, Grampy. I feel bad. I'm bullying Gramps right now so bad. He's dead. Wee! 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 I will say it is fun. I just, at the end of the day, I kind of do suck. It kind of does fly in the face of my normal play style, so that's why I'm a bit like, I don't know. I do need Bokkachi stuff, I think. I do need low rank materials anyways, because there's a lot of weapons that I fully missed out on that I 100% need to get low rank materials for. At least until the Argosy comes back, and they give me like 4 things that I need. You know what? Communication. Give me the... No, don't show my sticker. Yeah! Good job. I really like that they actually gave the hunter a bit of like personality in this game. It's really good. I know some people definitely... It's not for everyone, but it's for me. Hee hee. Hee hee. Alright, that's probably enough to make the Chotacabra one, huh? Probably. I mean, all the low rank ones are going to be really easy. It's when it starts getting into like mid low rank to high rank where it's going to kind of start to give me some trouble because not that the weapon I'm using is that bad. It's just kind of like how it's going to go, really. I can't make Chotacabra. Nice. Chotacabra one looks neat. It looks interesting, for sure. I can already get it up to that, but I need a cute fangs? Where are cute fangs? Not unlock the Arkfeld path, or the Guardian Arkfeld path at least, so. Lalabarina would be the next one, I think. Yeah, mucus and shells, so.
Come back anytime.
Alright, I gotta go find a low rank Lalabarina. Back. So power prolonger is not that great in wilds because you want to keep using strong descending slash, and that uses up all the extracts. Oh, I see. Where is Lalabarina? There's Lalabarina. Whee! Open up that. Wow. I was kind of hoping that maybe I'd get dual blades. Because dual blades is one weapon that I do like in this game. I just haven't played like any of it. That and I want the Gore dual blades a lot. I really do want the Gore dual blades.
Okay, let's be on our way.
That would be really neat, and I'd be really happy with them. I want the Gore dual blades.
Don't let them go to waste.
I mean, at the end of the day, I can always just be like, I've been leaning towards this other weapon. Hi, Lillian. I did a big wheel spin and everything. You know, you could probably tell what weapon I landed on for the wheel spin for what I rarity ate next. I did get all the S&S though. Yellow to lemon? What do you mean rename yellow to lemon? Lemon. You know, like lemon. Whee! Oh god. Oh, the color lemon? Why? Why do you want to rename it to lemon? Critical Jewel is better. Popping wounds. Oh, no. Don't worry. I'm asking. I'm deliberately asking for it because I know nothing about Insect Glaive. Stinky named Yellow. Why is Yellow stinky? Anyways, look. I'm pole dancing. Boom. Look, being ace, pole dancing, it's crazy, I know. I'm joking. This is all a joke. All silly little jokes. Yeah! Okay, so, strong descending thrust. Oh. Do I want to learn? Fine. Well, I mean, the thing is I feel like I understand the... Oh, that I don't think that's for me. Not that. I just don't think that I really do very well at that. And yeah. Oh. No joke? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I appreciate the offer, but I think I'm good. I did. I'm not the smartest at picking up on that stuff. Yeah. Anyways. Spin. Never mind, it's dead. It's in the ground. Why am I still spinning on it? I'm still spinning on that shit. Why am I doing that? That's bullying. I did need mucus, so I think I also needed something else, but maybe it'll give it to me as reward or something. Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, you know what? You have a skill. And that's cool. Did I get the things that I needed? That was mean. I'm sorry. You hate it. No. Why? No, don't hate. Simply love. Love Lalaburina Mucus. Give it a kiss one day, maybe.
Yep.
Now. Insectlave. Where is the fun one? Yeah, there it is.
Get to work.
Easy.
Alrighty. Perfection.
Look at that. I love the Lalaburina stuff. I think Lala is one of my favorite monsters. Purely design-wise, I think Lala is one of my favorite monsters. Flip off a Lala. What did the Lala do to you? What did it do to you, huh? Want that as art? You know what? Fucking commission me, sure. You know what? I have commissioned. Zoshia stuff looks nice. I think the Gravios stuff kind of looks interesting. The Blagonga stuff is such a surprise, right? Because, look, Chatakabra, or Kongalala, you need to repair your... What'd you do to your wall? What'd you do to your wall? I was gonna say, Kongalala is the fucking shit monster. But then Blagonga, related to it, has really nice weapons and designs.
Anything
Kind of
extra?
impressive, actually, how nice it looks. Oh, I do need Rathian. Oh no, I have a Rathian thing there.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I don't know what she did to her wall. I have no idea. Oh, wait. Oh, I need a Nursilla Claw.
Fit you to a T.
Give me a Nursilla Claw. I'm gonna need to restyle. I'm just gonna go back to the thingy. Grand Hub. Because why not? Pardon me. Half a year ago, my pole broke mid-dance and it broke your wall. So for half a year, you've had a hole in your wall? I feel like at that point, the amount that you go to Home Hardware, you could probably fix it. Do it yourself. It saves money. Not just a small one. Oh my god, girl. Damn.
I heard from the others.
That? Somehow a health risk? I mean,
Right.
probably learned from that, I bet. Probably. Up. There's Nursilla. Can't see? Well, yeah, you've got a big ass VR headset on. Of course you can't see. Yeah. One day I'll get VR. But honestly, it's gonna be between that and the Switch 2, and look, I need to get the Switch 2. Eventually, it's gonna be like, it's like $700 in Canada, unfortunately, because
Let's
of
be on our
our
way.
horrible prices. What if? What?
Eyes will help with this quest. Let's be
Hmm?
sure to use them.
What if what? You just bought me a VR? Why would... I mean, I would feel bad. I don't know if I'd be able to accept that. I'm already bad at accepting gifts. It would be a nightmare for me to kind of be like, oh yes, a VR headset. Basically, once anything gets past like $20, I'm like, oh no, that's too much money you're spending on me. I don't know, I feel bad. Canada prices are so bad. I mean, what? Wild is $110 or something like that? It is a small nightmare how much Canada's money is, you know, just not really a lot, really. Alright, wait. My Kinsect. Don't my Kinsect. Wait. Okay, so... Aim marker. Go my Kinsect. I know the thing about the different extracts, I just need to get used to the rhythm of doing it, really. So wait, what of the... Does Insect Life have a... offset or anything? I assume not. It doesn't have a guard, it doesn't have an offset. Does it have a quick dodge? It does? What's the offset? What would the offset even be? Miles is so expensive? Yeah. Yeah, a friend of mine just gifted it to me one day. I was like, wait, what? I was like, what the fuck? What did I do? What did I do? I was scared. I don't deal well with nice things. First hit of the strong descending slash is an offset? Oh. Shit, okay. I'm bad at accepting kindness. I'm very bad at accepting that.
Bomb set.
Oh. You know what? If you can't win them, learn to? It's not something I can really do that well. Wow. Oh, I broke the mantle. I'm just not good at accepting kindness. It's not like I'm rude, it's just I'm like, I do not know how to respond. Because I always want to give... Oh, that scares me. It's scary. Oh wait, do I need to... That's the tightest window? See, I think that... And then... Oh my god, I'm getting fucked up by Nursilla. Yeah, give me my fucking essences, even though I don't need them. I haven't updated my phone in a long time because after a while I was like, I don't really. Oh, I'll be honest, I genuinely haven't updated my phone in a while, so I'd have to look. That's the thing. So it's probably best not to go on that because it's very out of date, and I just haven't thought of changing it because. Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff on there that's like out of stock, and I just didn't know. I will cry. Oh, that was that one. It's just people being nice, because I think I set something on there for a capture card because I needed to get one for a while, and then that is also just like I would. You know, I just do not handle well with like a lot of kindness towards me. I don't know. I just don't know how to accept it, really. I kind of wish with Nursilla, if you killed it on the webs, then it would fall through and you'd have like a little pocket area that you could go in. So many Lego? Well, yeah. Lego's cool. I think you're like dissecting me. You're dissecting me from 2023. No, I had I had some stuff on there, but it was all just kind of like, I don't know how to. I have friends that are way better at using their throne than I am. I just don't know what to put on there that I'm not like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know these things. I don't know all these things. I don't know much, honestly. I think one time I got like a bag of peach rings off of there. It was a big bag. I didn't realize how big it was. It was like 2 pounds. And I was like, oh. Oh, I'm not like a very materialistic thing, really. I usually, well, I mean, other than like hobbies and stuff, then I'm a bit more like materialistic, I guess. I get like a lot of like classic games because I'm like, oh, it's a collection and stuff, you know? There's Lala.
Watch this.
Like I have a lot of Final Fantasy games. I have like Xenogears and stuff.
All right.
I have a lot of stuff.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just like, look, I look at my series and I'm like, I love these series and I'm like, I need them.
Watch this.
Like I frequently, well, whenever I can, I go to like old game stores and I just look around and all that. Lalabrino, I'm almost, wow, that is, I'm actually kind of close to that. What the hell? Why am I so close to that? I, in a weird way, I am kind of an, yeah, what? Gao? What, like, Grade Gao? Gao v Bao Bao, what? Oh my god. Who's Duna, all that. Oh, the ebony stuff looks so good. Would it be better? I mean, there's no punishment for me skipping right to the high rank one. Other than me getting my ass kicked by Ebony Odogaron. I'll try it. I'm gonna get my ass kicked though. Is he here? No. No. Why? Who's Dua?
Yes.
Who's Tua?
Would you like to trade something?
I will say one thing I am happy about with Wilds is like overall I've been good at my fashion loadouts for Wilds. I've gotten a lot better than I was for like World and Rise.
Goodbye.
I mean, look at this, is kind of sick. Kind of sick, honestly. I'm not.
Yes.
Got the Ray down in me. Zap, 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 zap. Oh my god, you got the Ray down in you. Perfect Wondering. Yeah, no, I need this stuff, so. Here's hoping I don't cart. No, I never want anyone to feel like they have to do anything on
The guild
for
sent us to
streams or
Florida.
anything, because I feel bad. I don't know. I don't push stuff unless I have a way that I can like actually give back, because I'm like I don't know. I feel like I don't do anything. I don't do shit. All right, where's this Odogaron? Odogaron. I could have used the Lalabrina thing, but I don't know. I don't really do much. Yeah. Oh, there's Nishilla. You can see from the glowing ass purple spikes. Oh no, my meal. Right. This is probably the worst spot to eat, considering there's Nerscylla right there. But maybe he's chill. Maybe he's chill. Are you? I got that Jin Todd in me going blizzard, blizzard, blizzard. You mean Blizzaga? Does Kingdom Hearts? Yes, perfect. I need to play the other Kingdom Hearts games on here. I played 2 ages ago, and it was a randomizer because I've played all of them. And I was gonna do a 3 randomizer at some point, but there's not really a good. Octopath 2 is so good. I've been working on a couple other videos, but Octopath 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. I played the entire thing on here. KH2 is great, yeah. God, I try my best to chat, but my brain bounces around so much. I always feel bad if I miss something. No, KH2 is great. It's one of, I think it's probably my favorite PS2 game overall. I don't think there's many other PS2 games that I've really played in recent memory. Well, that I would be like my favorite. No, you're fine. You're fine. Hey, there we go. No, Octopath 2 is great. Kingdom Hearts 2 is probably my favorite in the series. I did a randomizer, and I've been wanting to do another one, but I also just recently played Kingdom Hearts 2, and also the way to randomize it does take up a bit of storage. Makes it a little bit of a pain to kind of do a couple times, because that was for the Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer I did initially was for the Epic Games version of the game, and then the Steam version came out, and I got it, because of course look, Nomura's got me by the balls at this point. Actually, I should say got me by the galls. H Memories, isn't that the fucking the phone game? But not the mobile game, the phone game, like the one for the fucking weird dinky little phone? Or do you mean Chain of Memories? If you mean Chain of Memories, I could play Chain of Memories. Just also playing Kingdom Hearts games on stream is like a fucking copyright nightmare because it's all Disney music. And Disney hates people. I haven't played Recom that much, really. I'm kind of a fake fan. Not fake fan. I've played Kingdom Hearts 1, I've played Kingdom Hearts 2, I've played Birth by Sleep, I've played Dream Drop, I didn't play any of the DS games because even though there's the... Not for Recoded, it's for 358 by 2 days? I think is the one that has like a really good DS fan mod, which I'm interested in, but do I want to play 358 by 2 days? I'm not insect laving. I'm not doing my insect lave stuff. Why am I not doing this? I'm stupid. You learned the problem. I've played Kingdom Hearts 3 a few times now. I played the DLC. I played... What other Kingdom Hearts game did I play? I feel like I played more. Shit. Which one did I play? I haven't played any on here. Well, I played Kingdom Hearts 2 on here. That's about it. But might insect give me my essences? Yeah, no. I've heard Recoded is pretty good. It's got a lot of variety, kind of like the GBA version of Chain of Memories. But Recoded, I've heard good things about. Yeah. It's kind of weird because like a lot of right. I will never forgive Square Enix for them doing the Switch versions of Kingdom Hearts on so dirty. Cloud gaming, and it's just cloud gaming on the Switch did not work very well at all. Honestly, it was not the best. It's like it worked, but it didn't work well. You know, you needed like really good connection, and like 9 times out of 10, you're not getting that going to your local McDonald's. So like, there was kind of no point after a while. Plus, like cloud gaming, once the servers go down for it, you just can't play fucking Kingdom Hearts anymore. Which is why I think the Steam Deck is decent. I don't have one.
Don't worry, I don't have a Steam Deck, and this isn't going to be like, oh, I'm taking a moral stance. I try not to do that all that often. Like, Steam Deck's great for a lot of the games out right now. I feel like Switch 2 is kind of going to be a bit more, like, definitely going to get a bit more, like, powerful. Because, I mean, really the main reason why, well, also aside from having the PC libraries, but the main reason why people got a Steam Deck was because of it being portable Steam. So then when that, and it was also just, you could just turn it into a little machine with, like, just about anything on it. But then the Switch 2 comes out, and it's kind of like, okay, well, you know, I mean, you know, I feel like this Steam Deck probably gonna get a new version or something like that eventually, and people are gonna be, it's just gonna turn into the whole thing again of like, what's the better portable console, Switch 2 or the Steam Deck 2, and then nobody's gonna mention the PlayStation Portal because fuck the PlayStation Portal. Nobody's gonna talk about it because nobody owns it. You know. Oops. No, he roared at me while I was midair. Oh no. Yeah, no, it's honestly a thing that maybe Stadia, oh god, you wanna know something kind of funny? There were a lot of big creators who were big fans of the Stadia, like Markiplier. That was his thing. He was like the only Stadia guy ever, really. He was the one guy that was a fucking Stadia user. Honestly though, like, I'll be real, Stadia would be, like, online cloud gaming would be fine if it wasn't, like, for consoles, I know, because, you know, PC, whatever. It's its own thing. But, like, say PlayStation right? So PlayStation has the whole thing, they have all their different versions of PlayStation Plus. They upped their prices recently, by the way. Already, right? PlayStation Plus was kind of expensive in Canada. The highest tier, because there's 3 tiers to PlayStation Plus now, crazy, God forbid, consoles, God forbid the Xbox Live, the Xbox 360 with Xbox Live actually had a butterfly effect on the entire gaming industry and made it worse for wear, honestly. It is over $200 for the full package of PlayStation Plus online. It is over $200. I think it's $225 without tax, by the way. It is insane because, right, I'm gonna sound old, and I'm not. I'm not that old. I have a PS4. I got it like maybe a year or two before the PS5 came out. And I was like, okay, you know, paying $90 for a year of online is already kind of expensive, but you know what? Like, you know, you get free games with it, it's fine. $200 is just not worth it in the slightest. The second you ask me to pay $200, I know you have the lighter option, but if you're paying still over $100 for the online service just to be able to play online on a console yearly, that's insane, right? That's insane. As much as the Xbox 360 was probably my first Xbox console, or my first console ever, as much as I respect that console, and I think it had a lot of good things, it caused the whole console players paying for their online service. And then the Switch had, for a little while, as much as it was dog shit, you know, I remember people complaining about how bad the Switch's online was back when it was free. And goddamn, Nintendo did something crazy, and then after a while they were like, okay, well, we should probably charge money for this, but like, the Xbox Live effect, and the Xbox Live effect on the industry. The one thing I will give Nintendo is at least their version of online is the most affordable. Because if you get online without the bells and whistles, like the lowest package that you can get on a yearly charge, it is $27. It is an insanely good deal. It was like the first year or two of the console cycle. It's an insanely good deal. It's like $27 and you still get like NES, Super NES, and I think like a couple online services. the expansion pack, I think, right, because it gives you so many DLCs for other games. I know, saying anything, oh yes, Nintendo did something good is gonna either cause people to hate or be like, yeah, you know what, and you know. As much as the expansion pass at launch was not worth the money, over time it is very much worth the money without the price increase, because there's no price increase at that we know of for Switch 2 for the online. So you get free upgrades for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, ones that would otherwise cost $10. You get DLC, you get Splatoon 2 DLC, you get Animal Crossing DLC, Mario Kart 8 DLC, GBA Online, N64 Online, Sega Genesis Online, which is never used, and they're not going to put Sonic on there, so it's kind of, you know, you play Rin Star, or you play like fucking Mega Man The Wily Wars. What else do they have? Nintendo Music, Nintendo Online app, like separately, customizable profile pictures with like weekly releases of different games and stuff, which is something that could definitely be built into the console more, but they give us an option. We'll take it. It's Nintendo, they'll give you an option. It's not the first one that you think of, but they'll give you an option. What else? What else? They have like that expansion pack has a lot in it. Like it is a lot. And then with the Switch 2, they're adding Discord basically into it. Like the expansion pack, as much as it is still kind of expensive, it is cheaper. A full year of the expansion pack is cheaper than any other base plan for Sony. Just think of that. Just think of that. The basic online for Sony is fucking expensive as shit. And it's insane how they get away with that, but it's because it's Sony, and nobody wants to criticize Sony. I say that semi-sarcastically, but also like, God damn it. I mean, what, you're gonna make a dickless console, the PS5? I say that as a joke. The PS5 has nothing to it, other than just, like, do you want to play your PS4 games in slightly better quality? Which, like, look, sounds like it's targeted, right? If I could get a PS5, I would. A, it costs fucking so much money. B, I have a PS4. Pretty much, okay, right? The only game... Two games. Astrobot, unironically, I've wanted to play it. It has almost gotten me to cave. Almost. And Demon's Souls. Those are the two games that I'm interested in that are actually PlayStation exclusives. The rest is purely just if you want to drop a stupid amount of money on a PS5. Yeah, Kokoto, because there's a music DLC. And send it to Berna. Cue the gif of the fucking monkey listening to the iPod with headphones in. There's also Yumiko and Poke, but I hope they do more of these music packs. They're so good. I love the GU one. I think it's like $5. I don't think it's that expensive. I honestly, right? I think there's a better alternative. Well, it's expensive, but I would say if you're not in Canada, it might be a bit lighter. The cosmetic seasons pass or whatever. I don't know how I will say the Steam page for this game is a nightmare. Because there's a cosmetic pack and there's a cosmetic pass. Cosmetic pass is like a seasons pass. Cosmetic pack is like if you're buying a single DLC pack. I think you can just go to the cat here. I'll show you what I mean. I don't think it's in here, but it is definitely a here. I think it's value packs. No, it is clearance? No. Poses and gestures? No. I mean, you can see the prices. Hold on. BGM. $6 Canadian. And that's for like 4 songs. I mean, you know. I think I got it like the other week. So. But no, like, as much as I think, yeah, Sony's fine, right?
like, I have nothing against any company really in the gaming industry other than Microsoft. They can suck a dick after what they did to Hi-Fi Rush. That's the only company that I actually have like kind of beef with, because Hi-Fi Rush is a great game, and it won Game of the Year, and then they were like, yeah, fucking get out of here. They were working on the sequel, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I just think like, Sony is like too, like it's just got loyal. I'm gonna use the term dick suckers here. I don't mean it as like dismissive. I just mean like that's just an easy term to use here. I don't mean it disrespectfully. I just mean it like for something to say. But where is, I need low rank Guardian of the Shop, or there it is. Sony just like really fumbled the PS5, and they're already working on the PS6. I say that right because the PS5 has had no real impact, right? It is one of the most dickless consoles I've ever seen. Because right, they have Demon Souls, which fair, they have Demon Souls, they have the Demon Souls remake, they have Astro Bot 2, which is a very solid game, but I'm gonna be honest, half of your player base on PS5 gives no shits for Astro Bot. They would have rather some fucking Wukong win Game of the Year than anything. Because like what, Spider-Man's on PC, all the Spider-Man games are on PC, all the Last of Us games are on PC, God of War's on PC. What else? What else is like Sony's big hitters? I know there's Days Gone, I think Days Gone? No. Is that one? I think so. I don't fucking know. Ratchet and Clank, Crash, Spyro. Well, Spyro's gone from them for a lot longer than that, but they have nothing, really. They have no series that they're like actually focusing on, it feels like. Oh, no, sorry, Horizon. Horizon's on PC, though. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Horizon's on PC, though, but God, I know Horizon fans. Horizon feels like such a, like, I hate using the term industry plant because, I mean, there's fans of the game, and I don't want to devalue their, because, you know, they like a game. I don't want to, like, say that they don't exist. But it is just, like, it is an industry plant game, kind of, because I heard nothing about Horizon. It has been set up to fail every single time it's been released. Because what? Second game came out on the same day Elden Ring came out. First game came out the same day Smash Ultimate came out. The Lego game was bad, I heard. It was rough. But also because Lego games have such a history, if you try to break that, then it's kind of like, what are you doing? What else? There was a remaster of the first game. Also, like, Horizon, Last of Us are both games that have been cursed by the remaster plague, where they're remastering games that are 5 years old, and it's like, come on, what are you doing? What are you doing here? Do we need to, like, go back to the retirement home, please, Sony? You need to sort your shit out. Get back to the retirement home, please. I've been, like, maybe thinking of, like, actually doing, like, a full... Do I not have Spare Jerk? That's not what they're called in this game, but... Oh, no, I do. Wild Jerk. I've been planning on, like, just sitting down and just being like, yeah, what's wrong with these companies? But also, as, like, you know... God, it is so annoying that they're not doing anything with Bloodborne, right? Some of it is maybe FromSoft, right? Because isn't the Bloodborne studio like only working on Astro Bot right now because they fucking killed it? Not the studio. Sony killed the Bloodborne studio. Studio Japan, I think, or something like that. This is like, the thing is, Bloodborne is a great game. I own it. I think it's fantastic. I use its music and video in like edits that I do all the time. I love that game. The Bloodborne IP, they closed it down. That's what I thought. But then Astro Bot was made by the same people, wasn't it? I don't know. It's a mess, honestly. But like, I'm surprised. Like Sony just feels like they're constantly just doing the one thing that will throw everything out the window. Oh god, what was the most recent thing? It was the or the PlayStation 1 or the PlayStation Anniversary PS5. It was so expensive. Which makes sense. It's an anniversary console. Sometimes they get a bit pricey because, like, you know, they're celebratory and they're limited. They have no protection against scalpers. They've never had protection against scalpers. Switch 2 has, actually, unironically, has gotten protection against scalpers because you need like a certain amount of playtime on your Switch to pre-order the Switch 2, which is really funny and is a great idea, unironically. Look, Nintendo may make some bad business decisions just in general because, God forbid, the entire Melee community will always be mad at them, and I don't play Melee, so I have no real attachment to that, but here's what happened. Several staff members of Japan Studio, outside of those from Team Asobi, announced their departure. Sony later affirmed that by April 2021, Japan Studio would be refocused around Team Asobi's based on the success of Astro's Playroom. I see. Yeah, no, we're not getting a Bloodborne 2 or like a Bloodborne remaster. I mean, I feel like maybe that's now evident because of the fucking Not Night Rain, but the game that was shown off in the Switch 2 directs of like the vampire Bloodborne thing. Because everyone saw that, was like, that's Bloodborne. And then they were like, oh wait, no, never mind. That's a new FromSoft gothic horror game. That looks interesting. Yeah, I mean, the only way is gonna be through, as much as like it doesn't always need to be the only way, because I almost fucking wish that companies actually like kind of remastered their shit a bit more often. But it will just end up being emulation one day. I mean, you can play it through PS5, right? I think there's not like an enhanced edition. You can probably still play it through PS5, but like eventually preservation kind of, unless you're constantly making your console able to run older titles like that, you're kind of not, it'll hit a point where you can't play the game anymore. Especially digital downloads. Okay, right. I enjoy the convenience of digital downloads. I think that they suck. Partially because if the online service goes down, there's no way to re-download your games. There's no way to re-download your games if that happens. And it's kind of bullshit that Sony's just like, yeah, we'll just sell a digital console. Because fuck disk drives, right? You know, as they say, you know what, we're gonna make people buy the same game again. In 10 years, we're gonna make you get in the same game. Oh no, it is. It is so unworthy. I genuinely think get a PS4. Just get a PS4 at that point. I think you could probably get a PS4 for a lot cheaper than you could back in the day. I think I spent maybe like $300 on my PS4. It's an original PS4 though, so maybe take that with a grain of salt. But like it, if you're very desperate to play Bloodborne, I think just get a PS4 if you don't have one. That's like your safest bet, honestly, because there's no other way to play it. And it's unfortunate that everything's locked to the PS4. Because, right, okay, like, I mean, Microsoft's doing their own thing. I don't know nowadays. But
Watch this.
at the end of the day, the only console that really gives much, if any, value, I say value, but like actual reasons to get it other than convenience and not wanting a PC, is just the Switch and Nintendo.
Got it.
And that's not even me being like, oh, there's console wars. Console wars died with the PS4 and Xbox One. Like, I don't think anyone actually cares about console wars anymore, and if you do, then not you, but like, if people do, I feel like that's kind of like holding on to something that is definitely dead. I don't think anyone cares about console wars anymore because it just falls down to brand loyalty, which is what companies rely on anyway.
right? I mean, I get the Switch. Like, I like the Switch because I like the games on it. I think the games on it are great. I like the PS4 because it's great. I like PS2. I have a PS2. PS2 is great. Love PS2. I have a fucking Wii. Wii's got good game. Like, I'm very much a person where if I like enough games from the platform, I'll buy the platform. Like, I have a GBA. You don't see that anymore. Oh no, for sure. Like, it's anything I say on here is not objective in the slightest. It is all my own opinion. So it is all whatever. So like, by all means, if you feel otherwise, then that is completely fine. I never want it to feel like I'm forcing my opinion on anyone, because God forbid, the second I do that is when I take an insect glaive to the head. The second I force my opinion on another person, and when it's really just gaming stuff, other than like, you know, hey, maybe respect the devs of games a bit more, then you are free to shoot a Kinsect at my head. You'll get level 1 essence and yeah, that's about it. But no, like, I understand PlayStation has fully just relied on player loyalty over the years. I mean, that's the entire reason why they still have what they have, is just loyalty. But like, on my stream to the TLS Discord, wow, I really appreciate it. Thank you. I usually only feel like I'm like, do I want to like link the streams that I don't do Monster Hunter in there? But I do. Well, I mean, I just do link the ones that I play Monster Hunter, because, like, you know. Other than that, I'm like, kind of like, I feel bad if I did, because it's, you know, it's a Monster Hunter server, and like, what would I be doing if I wasn't linking the ones that are Monster Hunter? Like, I was just linking like, oh, this is just like me playing fucking, I don't know, like, shopping simulator. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And that means a lot to hear. You returned from Lurks? Wow. Hello. You can't sleep? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We're talking about gaming. Or not gaming news, but gaming as a fucking thing. You know, a conversation that will definitely put you to sleep. Oh! Yeah, no, it's nothing that's like a law or anything. It's a personal thing. I don't want to like... It's nothing that's like a rule. I just... Oh, you know what?
Yes, sir.
Hey gamers, you know how I was like, you know what, we're gonna do Insect Glaive, and I spun the wheel and everything?
Got
I
it.
think I'm falling into the dual blades. I think I'm falling into dual blades right now. I will do Insect Glaive eventually, but like, can you blame me? Can you blame me? Had fun watching it until it lasted. Okay, well, I don't think they're going anywhere. I mean, I could main 2 weapons at the same time and learn them both at the same time. As much as that's gonna suck, I could. Just so then, you know, dual blades mains aren't gonna cry. They're not gonna be like, fuck, that's my go. That's not the fucking sad Spider-Man gif from, I think, Web of Shadows? I think?
Can I proceed?
I want to say that was Web Shadows. I know a lot about like really stupid games. I mean, I literally do. Well, okay. Look, my blow out the new tool blades and basically not touch the lave after that. Okay, no, but think of it this way, right? Look at these dual blades. Look what level they are. Look what level they are. They're rarity 4. What am I gonna do with rarity 4 dual blades? I'll be honest. I have Aquamatrix slicers. Low rank? I mean, I do need low rank materials. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'll be honest, right? I was planning on doing one off, like, work on one Rarity 8 offline and work on one online. Because, I mean, for my VODs channel, I've been uploading those streams for, like, pretty much everything since I played Dark Souls 1. I 100% just sit there and, like, alright. I just have Monster Hunter as something that I can just play whenever, and I never really specify what Monster Hunter. Sometimes it's Wilds most of the time, but it is just, I just have, whenever I want to play Monster Hunter, I have a series of just stream schedule. I just do every other day. So if I don't stream one day, then I stream the next day usually. But I usually will go for that. I tried having like a set schedule for a while, but like the thing with me is I'm very sporadic with what I want to play. So if I properly lay out like what do I want to play this day, and then like halfway, like maybe like 10 minutes before stream, I'll sit there and I'm like, what? I don't want to play this. I want to play something else. And then I play something else, and then I just kind of bounce around, and I'm like, what do I want to do? You know, just. I got no idea. Look, I got ADHD and autism. I'm horrible at organizing. I'm horrible at organizing stuff and keeping organized. Only razor sharp. And then also. Because why not? This is just my gore set. Look, I joke, gore is my favorite monster. Well, I do also say it and mean it, but gore is my favorite monster. Have I been streaming for 4 hours? I usually only stream for 4 hours, but I know I had like a bunch of tech issues today, so I might just kind of go until I'm like tapping out. But I also just don't really feel all that tired. Usually I feel like I'm dying at this point. It's not gonna be like a 12-hour stream, don't worry. I've done a 10-hour stream once. It was a miserable experience and I would never do it again. It is officially my longest stream. But I did do like a 5-hour Final Fantasy IX stream. I love Final Fantasy IX. I look, every award show that I've streamed since, and announcement show, don't worry, I didn't forget about the Nintendo Direct. I've always gone in being like, alright, today's the day. I'm delusional. I always go in, I'm like, alright, today's the day. Final Fantasy IX. Spoiler, it hasn't happened yet. And it really oh shit, the diva. What? Oh my god. Oh, you're made out of robot. You're a robot now. Are you you're a Helldiver. I've never played Helldivers. I actually only recently got like the Spider-Man games. I played the first one on my own. Oh my god. So what do I need again? I think I need more high rank Odogaron
See you
stuff?
again, Hunter.
Depends on if I'm really check TLS announcement. Oh, I did see that. I didn't watch the video because I can't, because the audio will come through, but I did see it. I did see that it was there, so I will look at that later. I think. God, the fashion in this game is phenomenal. I love it. I genuinely do love it. It's so good. Peek, peek, peek.
A sage.
Watch this.
Good.
That's just a big sash. You helped with that video? That's really cool. Hell yeah. Honestly, really proud of you, girl. Oh, I have Guardian Wrath stuff that I can get. Do I have a lot of Guardian Wrath materials? Let's go to Dual Blades real quick, because I want to see what I can actually make here that I haven't. Final Battle Axes. I should probably use my wish list feature a lot. Diva's here, yeah. We'll go watch it for a bit, and we'll just kind of chill. This is good. Here we go. Wow.
Sorry, I'm being silly. Actually, I was getting all the Rarity 8 dual blade or SNS for a thing that I wanted to make, but I'm gonna wait to do that because there's a lot of. I have a lot of things I've been working on, like a lot of videos I'm working on at the moment. I'm working on like 2 currently. Technically 3. Yeah, technically 3. I need to not do that. That will kill me. But yeah, I do a lot of RPG stuff on YouTube, but I do want to like broaden the horizons a bit more in that case. The NL audio redeem. Oh, it's so. I love the redeems that I set up. And I don't usually use stream footage. If I do, it's usually like muted and stuff like that. So I don't. I let you guys play around with like the audio and stuff, because why not? Fuck it. Okay, let's kill this guy. Let's beat him to death with the hammer. I think it's too early in the night to get flashbanged by the sun. This is just an awesome thing. I'm so happy that they did this. And the fact that they gave it like actual buffs, so there's a big benefit for that, it's gonna be great. I love it. Or there's not a big benefit, but there's a benefit from doing it. Yeah, she's gonna sit there until I turn my camera. Look at this. Turn my camera. She's still there. Never mind. Oops. I do want to use dual blades for a bit because dual blades are really fun. And the only reason why I'm such like a dual blades girly is because of the fucking, it's because of Rise. I've been planning a return to World for ages now. I did a few streams of it before Wilds came out because I had the itch. I did a Latreon and I think I did a bunch of Culve stuff, but like I want to do a thing where I just properly go back and just hunt the things I want to hunt. And like just go through like a little like best hits or like favorite monsters from then. Flashbang's so funny. It's so good. It's probably just like a lighting thing, like it's a lighting bug, but it's so funny to me. Let me see what I need for these Guild Night Sabers. Oh, that's cool. I like those. Oh my god. Where are those? Oh my god. Those are nice. Look at the Ajara tool. Oh my god. Dual Blades got sauce. Dual Blades got sauce. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Dual Blades got sauce. They have so much sauce. And then you get down to the gore stuff, and the gore stuff is phenomenal, as always. I love gore stuff. Even look at the Mitsuzune ones. Like, Mitsuzune ones are awesome. They're just 2 katanas. It's sick. Anyways, what do I need for these? I need claws. Alright. It's high rank Guardian Oda, I believe. There's an ad in 2 minutes, I think, so. You know, I play a little bit of everything, but like a lot of my focus is like RPGs, Monster Hunter, which counts as an RPG, but I mean like turn-based RPGs, especially Final Fantasy. That's like my biggest brain rot, really. I have other games I want to play, but like, you know, I just like my niche. Really. I like Final Fantasies. I like a lot of the turn-based games. I've been wanting to play Borderlands for a while, but like, do I want to? It's kind of a weird thing to say. Like I've had some Borderlands games that I've actually liked, but the only problem with Borderlands to me is just some of the games just have aged kind of poorly with how they are. And just some characters are very, like, like, they're essentially trapped in a time chamber. Abandoned and forgotten in the time chamber for 1,000 years. Sorry, I can't mention that without laughing. It's so funny. I don't know, I've wanted to play a bit of Borderlands on here, but I always kind of sit there and I'm like, okay, but like, do I want to play Borderlands? It's like, I know Borderlands 3 has like fun, like the actual gameplay of it is fun, but the story sucks. Do I want to suffer through a bad story? Question. Usually the answer is probably like, you know. And again, I have plans to play Strangers of Paradise, but Strangers of Paradise is not bad, right? It's just funny. Strangers of Paradise, God, that is a video game that exists, and I'm so happy that it does exist. I need to play that game. As much as I'm gonna get fucking murdered by copyright because of What a Wonderful World being at the beginning of the game, and you know, I'm fucked if that plays, because that's the actual song. I would be fucked by that, but Jack Garland Chaos. Jack Garland is fuck chaos. It's so fun. Actually, speaking of Stranger of Paradise, this kind of ties in. Yeah, but I'm still gonna say what I have been wanting to do a little bit of reaction. Like, I want to do a little more like viewer submission type content. I need like the stupidest. I love an art form that is called bad video game testing. I think they are beautiful. They are beautiful in their own way. Deadly Premonition? If you haven't heard of Deadly Premonition, watch somebody play Deadly Premonition. Don't play it yourself. It is not a game that is really worth playing unless you really like Twin Peaks. That's basically what that game is. It is Twin Peaks, but in a video game. It is the funniest thing ever, though. I played a bit of it because I was already going insane one night. Because Resident Evil 4, I tried doing Resident Evil 4 remake. Forgot I need to compile shaders. And then I had a corrupted file, so it just all wouldn't work at all. So I ended up playing Deadly Premonition, and I think I genuinely felt delirious because both it is the funniest thing ever, and also I felt insane. Like, I felt like I was going insane. It is so good. A masterpiece in all definitions of the word. The sequel's just bad. Don't play the sequel. The first game is weak, but it's only good if you are not the one. It has some beautiful cutscenes. There's so many games, even good games, have horrible cutscenes. Some of them are so good. It's such a fucking art form that I need to like just go through a handful of them on here because they're so good. I've gone through moments where I just like pull them up because my tangents are constant and always, but there's so many little funny bits that I love. But like, think of it this way, right? You would never have really shitty Mortal Kombat FMV cutscenes. Those are some of the best ever. They're so bad, but they're so good. NBA, any NBA game nowadays, horrible cutscenes, absolutely dog shit cutscenes, because they just get the players into the voice acting booth. They've never voice acted in their lives. They don't know how to do that. They barely know how to act, much less voice act. So they sit there in the booth. They're like, "All right, time to go play basketball," and it just does not sound good, and it's bad, and it's so funny. Sorry, for the people who got hit with the ad, I'm talking about my love for the art of really shitty video game cutscenes. Like, I mean abysmal stuff. An example I brought up was Deadly Premonition, then NBA. Look, you don't even need the YouTube, like, chat summary or whatever the fuck. If I ever streamed on YouTube, you wouldn't need it, because I just could be like, oh yeah, okay, this is what happened. the fucking mid-episode, or the beginning of the episode for like any anime. It's like, oh hey, this is what you missed last time. But no, it is just a treat. It is a beautiful little treat, and I love it. Mega Man X4, Mega Man X7, those games. Look, I hate X7 with a passion. It is one of my least favorite games of all time. There's something about it that no matter what, I can pull up a cutscene from that game that makes me cry laughing every time. There's no way it is. And if you're curious to see how bad that cutscene is, look up Flame Heinard. Look at Flame Heinard Mega Man X7. It is beautiful. It's not even a cutscene. Well, actually, no, there is a cutscene that's really good, but the cutscene's not the part that I'm saying is, like, amazing. The thing I'm saying is amazing is the boss fight, where it is a wall of him the entire time. He's like, oh god, I can't mimic it right now. I don't have the energy, but it's so funny. I think I cried laughing a million times watching that video. Same thing with the Castlevania, I think it's Symphony of the Night, where they go like, what is a man? Miserable little pile of secrets. The one guy, I think he was playing Dracula, that was just fully overacting and made it amazing. Like, it's not a bad performance in the slightest. It's just, he's putting so much effort in. The guy who played Richter in that game was like, okay, we're putting like 50% into it. But then again, it's the PS2 era, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. Nobody knew how to voice act back then. Look at Devil May Cry 1. Fucking Dante goes, I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light. And that's horrible. It's horrible, but it's so funny. I love DMC 1. Well, I like DMC. I've only really played DMC 1, 2, and 5. DMC 2 really is not. DMC 2, right, is one of the worst games that I've ever played, and it is not even, like, funny bad, because it's so easy to break that game in half, and it's not in the fun. It is, I can invalidate every other bit of the game other than just holding down the gun button for 10 hours, 15 hours. It is not a good game. Do not play DMC 2. DMC 2 is the best, Donkey is good, and best game. Please play DMC 2. I say that, I already played DMC 2. I streamed it once or twice, and I just was like, yeah, I'm not finishing this on here. I just finished it in my own time, and it was somehow worse. Somehow worse. I will say though, if you want to watch an entire playthrough of X7, I have a playthrough of it. It was one long stream. I beat that entire game in one stream, and it sucked. But God, it's bad video games are such a beautiful thing. I think it is genuinely like, I would much rather play a absolute dog shit game than play a mediocre game that I could not care less about. I was about to say action slop games, but no. No, I was gonna say also, like, dog shit, like, bad, mediocre nowadays. I was gonna name a game. It's on fucking Wukong. Black Myth. That is a game that exists, that is... I don't understand it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand how that game got popular. It seemed fun for 10 seconds, and then it looked like God of War, modern God of War palette swapped, and I was like, okay, that's enough for me, really. I don't hate the new God of War games, it's just if I wanted to play God of War games, I'd just play God of War, you know? I don't know. That might be the most dumbass take I've ever said, but it's kind of just like, if I wanted to play God of War Ragnarok, I'd play God of War Ragnarok. Which, speaking of God of War Ragnarok, I've never played that.
Alright.
I don't think I played the modern God of War either. Bequeath Oblivion? Oh my god. Oh, why is it gotta be so cool? Why is it gotta be so cool? Enter symbol 2s. Oh my god, do I want to grind that out as the last thing tonight? Oh no, by all means, if you love them, that's more power to you. I haven't played them yet. I have an interest. I really do want to play the first one. I want to play God of War 1. Or the God of War remake. You know what I mean. Reboot, timeline, whatever you want to call it. I really want to play that game. Because I think that game's going to be God of War 2018. I really want to play that game. I want to stream it too, because I think that game's great. I think that game's really, really good. Who's doing it? No, 2, not 3.
I heard from the others.
I need to do 2. Yes, no? Oh, you mean like you want to do one?
Do you have any requests?
I mean, I need to do some but if you want to do, you know. Sure.
Already?
You want to do a student? That's fine. I'll just throw a bow on. But I'll throw a bow on. Post to Uth? Okay, we'll do Uth then. But something about Ragnarok seemed really like, I don't know. That's not Uth. That's not Uth. That's Yan Cuckoo. Bro? That's a weird Uth. Going for Uth? It's tempered Yan Cuckoo, girl. I need Hunter rank 2, or I need Hunter symbol 2s, but like. Uth Pog. Oh, Uth. Oh my god, Uth Duna. Uth. Yeah, no, I mean, Ragnarok seems fine. I mean, it's probably a great game. I just think it's a little hand-holdy, really. I don't know, sometimes I don't mind hand-holdy if the game is fun. Like, I unironically, right, that whole thing that Miyamoto said, where he's like, if a game's not, or Reggie, I think it was actually, where he's like, if the game's not fun, why bother? Is just kind of right. Like, why bother playing a game if you're not having fun? I mean, people have different definitions of fun, but like, you know. Am I going the wrong way? Follow? Okay, well. Where even? Wait. Oh, there's Uth. There we go. Oh, that's not tempered, that's regular Uth. That's not tempered Uth. Yeah. Yeah, that's not tempered Uth, that's regular.
Okay. Let's kill him. Let's kill this guy. Let's beat him to death with hammer.
Exactly. Oh, actually, I didn't bring a hammer. Damn it. I should have brought a hammer. We brought the freaking Xbox bridge hammer that Sophia brought into this world. God, I love piercing bows in this game. They're so good. They're so good. Look at that. You know, I mean, I have nothing against like God of War. I really like the originals. I think the reboot trilogy is definitely interesting, but like, I just kind of, I don't know. That's just me. You know? Again, at the end of it, I think you killed everyone, and you killed everyone. I don't, you know. I am happy that you are able to get enjoyment out of something that I'm not, or vice versa. You know. That's just how I live my life. I feel like the internet's like way too full of like, you know, this take is the definitive take. You know? Like, I mean, you know, you're gonna feel different, I'm gonna feel different, you know. Why waste time arguing, you know? There's no right or wrong answer if the game is decent or not. It's all subjective. I mean, there's an Oblivion remake coming out on the 24th that is not announced yet. Crazy that hasn't been announced yet because it's an Oblivion remake. God, why would they hide that for so long? Why would they not? Okay, right. Actually, no. The only company I have actual beef with is Bethesda because they're Bethesda. It does nothing. Actually, okay, I say Bethesda, but I also mean Rockstar. I think Rockstar is like the only game company that I sit here and I'm like, I just don't get really at all. Like, I'll play GTA with friends if they really want me to, but like, I don't sit there and like, I'm super invested in GTA's story, because I'm like, I don't care. GTA, at the end of the day, you're not playing it for the story mode, it feels like. I know some people do. Again, that's my own feeling, but like, you know. I just don't like the Rockstar formula, I think. I know Red Dead Redemption 2 could be the best game ever. It probably is, honestly. A lot of people say it's really, really good, and I don't say they're wrong. It just doesn't really appeal to me, really. Rockstar formula just feels slow. Especially, God, I think it's just such a pet peeve, but like, the whole like mashing A to sprint thing in every single Rockstar game sucks. I cannot stand it. Bethesda, I have different reasons for not liking a lot of their releases, but but I mean, I don't really like, I know, God forbid I'm a heretic for not liking Skyrim, but like, it is just kind of not, as much as I really thought it would be my thing, because I love fantasy games. I love medieval fantasy games. They're so much fun. Especially like games similar to Skyrim. I love those types of games. They're really fun. It's just fun to make a character in like a world and everything and just have that kind of adventure. I have the thing with Bethesda games where I think they're too big. There's too much to do in those games. I did not finish Tears of the Kingdom because I had the same issue. Breath of the Wild. I mean, Breath of the Wild, I just tapped out whenever I felt like it. But like, it's weird because like, a lot of Elder Scrolls games and like Fallout, you can't really just tap out whenever you've gotten your fill because you want to finish that story mode. Breath of the Wild, I just kind of tapped out when I felt done, and same thing with Tears of the Kingdom, and like, those games are great. I love both games. I think Breath of the Wild is just a phenomenal game, and then Tears of the Kingdom is just a great follow-up to an already amazing game. I mean, people have their issues with it. That's neither here nor there, though. I just think they're both very solid games, and for some reason, I don't know why people are very revisionist with Tears of the Kingdom being a really bad game for some reason. I don't know why. And it's not even like me being obtuse or anything, it's like, I'm just like, why is this a bad game? It feels like people nowadays haven't played bad games, ironically. I don't know what to say in some cases. Exactly. There's some situations where I sit there and I'm like, I don't think you've actually played a bad game. Because everyone's kind of like, not spoiled, but everyone, like a lot of people who play games nowadays are kind of treated very well. They never played like, yeah, exactly, yeah. There's such strong opinions these days. I just don't think people have played a bad game. They say like, oh, this game's bad. Like, look, I've seen people say Sparking Zero's a bad game. Well, yeah, there's stuff in it that definitely could be. I don't think it's a bad game by any means. It's a really fun game. I think it's just partially like, I think it's just like, it's an arena fighter. I don't know, it's not, the thing with arena fighters is they're not really getting anywhere, but like, they kind of treat it like it's gonna take over the 2D fighting game scene, which is not gonna happen. But I don't think there's ever gonna be a game that's a 3D arena fighter that will fully take over a 2D like Evo or something like that. I mean, feel free to prove me wrong. I would happily be proven wrong. It's just there's only one. I think there's only ever gonna be one Dragon Ball Fighters, and I think people need to understand that. There's like Dragon Ball Fighters came out at a perfect time. It came out and consistently stayed really strong until the last patch. The last patch turned it into Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and that game's really good. I just think like it's okay to like. Sorry, I was going off on a weird thing there, but no, I straight up just think like we're never getting anything that is an equivalent of Dragon Ball Fighters ever. There's no way. It was like the stars aligned in the best way possible, and it really just sat there and was like, this is an extremely fun game, and it just worked. It worked so well. The developers cared so much, especially of the visuals. The visuals for that game, God, they're phenomenal. Like Sparking Zero's visuals are amazing as well. It's like Fighters and Sparking Zero are like two completely different ways of having really, really good, accurate graphics to the source material, while still not like doing their own thing and just making it look incredible. I love both games purely just for how gorgeous they are. Actually, there is some Sparking Zero news that happened today, but I mean, it's what I gotta be at this point, right? I feel disappointed in the Sparking Zero. I don't think it's bad. I think it's this DLC stuff is really bad. I think this post-launch stuff has been really yikes. Because right, so for context, right, for the people who have no idea what Sparking Zero is, I mean you probably do, but it's more so like for the people who have no idea anything about Sparking Zero. So the game came out. It is a great game. It got really hyped up because it's a successor to a Dragon Ball game series that is like regarded as some of the best ones. So already it's kind of starting out with a little bit of nostalgia kind of fueling it, which is not ever really that good for games. It'll sell, it makes numbers, but it doesn't produce, like, people are going to get very picky about their stuff. So they announced that there's going to be, like, I think right before launch, a little bit before launch, they announced that there's going to be 3 DLC packs that release in the first season's pack. They never said if they're going to do more season passes, they just said in a season's pass, we're going to release 3 DLC packs. And so far they've released 1 after 6 months, which is fair, you know. A lot of game dev stuff takes a lot of time. I'm not, like, rushing them by any means, because it looked great. The only thing that I'm a bit like, what are we doing here, is the lack of content that they've been doing. Because, so, the game has not many maps. It doesn't have a lot behind it, it feels like. The actual content, it feels like a lot of it went into the story mode, which is fair. The story mode is very good. It's like everything that a lot of people have been asking for from a Dragon Ball story, which is just, hey, we'll go through the whole game again, just give us the option to like change some stuff and like have what if scenarios. We're fine, and I'm happy too. It's fun. And then the rest of the game is a bit rough. You know, there's not as many characters, like, there's some characters that are missing from the game, there's a lot of things. There's, like, barely any stages. So then the DLCs start coming up. You know, first one comes out, it's based off a movie, so, like, everyone's kind of like, okay, yeah. We're not gonna go crazy over expectations for this, because it's the first pack in 3.
The first, you know, it's just its own pack. We're not expecting crazy. And people were like, oh, we'll get like a stage, we'll get like some stuff, maybe just updating some of the content that's already in the game. And we got characters and a costume, and that's it. So everyone was kind of like, oh, what's going on here? This doesn't seem like a lot of content. The animations in the game are great, but this just doesn't seem like a lot for the amount of time that was kind of there. So, you know, we wait a bit. There was a grand final. There was a tournament that they did. The game's not built for tournaments, but whatever. That's neither here nor there for the discussion at hand. But basically, they run a tournament, and at the end of the tournament, you know, after a few months, like 3 months, 3.5 months, they show off their trailer. Well, they announced that the next DLC needs a bit more time, which is good. You know, we want, you know, if they take a bit longer for quality, that's fine. So they say like, hey, we just need like another month. It'll be released in April. We just need to delay it by a month because we just ran into some issues. Whatever. April, you know, we'll announce it in April properly. Just here's a little teaser trailer to tie you over. It shows off 2 characters that have already been revealed from the DLC, whatever. So then we come to today. And like people were a bit skeptical about what the content was gonna be for the DLC. Because the first one was a bit dry. Like it was just kind of a very like, what are we doing here? Is this standard for the rest of the DLCs kind of thing? And we got some unofficial news, but official news, or like we got news about it through Humble Bundle, which was, hey, we're gonna add 5 characters, kind of. Well, no, they're adding a fair amount of characters, to be fair. No news on new stages, anything else, new modes, any of that. The things that people have been wanting, like more customization for the stuff, nothing. Everyone's still kind of like a bit like, what is going on with this? Is this the current, are we just getting characters for DLCs? What's going on here? I just like, I mean, I haven't played the game in a while because I haven't really been playing a lot of like fighting games lately. I've been playing Guilty Gear here and there, but like, I'm waiting for Elena to come out in Street Fighter 6, and then I'm just gonna have a lot of fun with her. So God, you can tell I'm a bowman because I'm like very much not fully like locked into what I'm doing and paying attention, and I'm doing pretty decent. A lot of this is autopilot, I'll be honest. But goddamn. Okay, goddamn. All right, that one maybe wasn't autopilot, but still. It's just like, yeah, it's a little sad because I do really like Sparking Zero. I think it's a really fun game, and I think the story mode's great. That's why I streamed the story mode early. I was streaming it like during the early access period. So I was like, this game's really fun, and I really like the story mode. It's really well written. But the DLC just keeps feeling like it's more an obligation than like actually like, I mean, God, it's a AAA company. God forbid they just kind of throw some stuff out there and be like, all right, we'll whatever, give them what they want, but not really. I think like a specific situation here. I think there's both like a category of people who are definitely a bit too like, you know, they're being a bit too like, I'm just gonna say it outright, they're kind of being assholes about it, you know? Like they're being like, crazy. I was like, no, look, it's not the devs. It's the countless other people on that team. I guarantee you the devs don't want to just do that. The devs want to do what people want, usually.
it's not up to the devs for what content they make. It is up to the overhead and the management and the project managers and all that are saying like, hey, this is what we're doing. The devs are just a gateway for that, really. They're the people who do the work, while the other people are just like, hey, you do this, we're making the plan for here. Like, I feel like it's just a lot of like wasted breath just to be like, fuck the devs, they're not doing any of this stuff, they don't care. It's like, they care. It's just big business does not want them to show that they, or they want to make it seem like they care, so then they get money. When the devs do, and they want to put as much as they can into it and make it a good product. Anyways, long-winded way of saying, new DLC for that game. It's just very bare bones. So, 20 minutes, 2 monsters on 1 mon hunt. Ain't bad. That's not bad. God, how long have I been streaming? 4.5 hours? I only got 1 hunter symbol too. I didn't even get, well, right, because it wasn't tempered. I was gonna say, like, I didn't even get a hunter symbol 3. And it wasn't tempered, that's why. I think I might tap out. I might do like 1 more hunt and then I might tap out because I'm hitting that wall that I was talking about earlier. Kind of. Sorry, I'm looking at bows right now. I'm curious. I don't know, the old Sparking Zero thing. People probably don't care about Sparking Zero. That's fine. It's just like, you know, I just sit there and I'm like, you know what? I think it's a good game. I just think, honestly, there's a lot of that stuff that's kind of like, you know? Next stream 24 hours, that is a... I think that would be a sub goal and a big one. Look, I streamed 10 hours and I already was burning myself dry at the stake pretty much. I stream for 24 hours, I take a week off. Hi, hello. Yeah, no, I stream for 24 hours. I turned to dust for a week because, I mean, I wouldn't be able to talk for like a week. Oh shit. That's good. I need to make that. So. Like I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna focus on weapons again. I haven't been doing. I've been making whatever the fuck I want right now. Good old ADHD. Causing me problems since day 1. Is this regular or is this the regular arc build stuff? It is. Yes, I do need that.
Watch this.
Yeah, I'll do 1 more hunt, and then I'll call it for the night, I think. But this has been a fun night. I've really enjoyed tonight. I think the next stream, what I'm gonna do is... I do have that. I think I'm gonna do Bravely Default next. I always feel bad, because I start a long series sometimes, and I get like 2 parts in, and then it just falls. Like, I just stop playing it because I get distracted with other stuff, and then I don't go back because I'm like, yeah, but it's been so long since I played it, and it's like... Look, I am horrible at organizing myself. You have to understand that. I start series that sometimes I... Ooh. Oh. No thanks. Yeah, no thanks. Oh. Yeah, no, it's a lot of long RPGs too, so I always feel bad because I know there's a lot of people that like them, and I usually do still like enjoy the RPGs that I play. It's just, sometimes I'm like, oh, these aren't for me right now, and sometimes they just don't grab me with enough attention where I'm like, I want to finish this. Sometimes I'm just like, yeah, no, that was a good time. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed what I played of it. You know, on to the next. I need to do Hunter Symbol 2s. I know, I'll do 1 more hunt.
Right.
Longest series I ever streamed was Borderlands 2.
I think if I did play Borderlands 2, I would just do story, and if I, like, you know, and then if I do side quests or whatever, then, you know, that I do side quests. But I think if I ever did stream a Borderlands game, it would just be a 100%, like, beeline the story, pretty much. Either beeline the story or do story and DLC. That's pretty much how I'm kind of sticking with Borderlands 2, I think. And it's not anything against the Borderlands games. I just think some of them are... I mean, well, some of them haven't aged well, but it's more the dialogue than anything. The games are fun. It's just... yeah, it's just how dated the dialogue is, really. What do I want to fight? Do I want to fight Gravios? If I fight Gravios, I'm taking a sword and shield and a switch axe. Because, god damn, see, I want to be excited for Borderlands 4 because I think Borderlands 3 is not a good game, story-wise. The gameplay loop is fun in Borderlands 3. Everything else about Borderlands 3 is not very fun, I find, but it is... Don't look there. Don't look there. Yeah, no, story-wise, Borderlands 3 sucks. I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know how... Like, I think there's, like, a chunk of it that is just... Borderlands peaked with Handsome Jack, and I don't think they're ever gonna... Talk to Lilith. Yeah, talk to Lilith, talk to Lilith, talk to Lilith, talk to Lilith. No, Borderlands 3 is... it feels great. It feels great to play. Also, I have no idea what you meant by talk to Lilith. I immediately associated it with the lady in Borderlands. Yeah, no, I straight up will say, Handsome Jack is... Oh, it's so long, yeah. Handsome Jack is just the best thing in the series. Like, that is one of the strongest video game villains in a long time. It's very well written, you know, you kind of have the moment of, like, you like him and you hate him at the same time. Like, you hate him as a person because he has done so much personal shit to you that has directly affected you. And then he's also just fucked around and been like, yeah, no, you're chill. I just hate you because you're in the way. You know, other than that, you're chill, I think. Fine, I guess. I don't really care. Like, he's a decent villain. Like, he has motives, and he just seems, like, well written. And I think he's, like, some of the only, aside from a few ones, he's, like, one of the few characters' dialogues who really didn't age that much in Borderlands 2. It's a shame that they wrote, like, I think they could have ended it at Borderlands 2 and it would have been fine. I genuinely think it would have been fine if they ended it at Borderlands 2 because, like, I think them trying to artificially inflate, like, the series and everything, I think part of it is also just Tiny Tina. There's some people who still really like her, but I think she's just, it's not... The problem is it's constantly, like, doing the same thing with her and never changing. Yeah, no, they need to just let go of the old past fully. I think they're clinging to it too much, and then they do the whole thing of, like, Borderlands 3 where they just kill off characters for the sake of killing off characters and having shock value. It's not like, okay, well, we're trying to make this a proper, like, progression for the character. It is, we're just gonna slowly kill everyone that you kind of like from the older games, rather than just being like, you know what, we'll just do this on a different location. We'll just do this in a different location. Tiny Tina, but if they do, yeah, no, they need to update her. That's my main thing, right? Is she's probably a fine character. Like, she's a fun character. I think she's pretty well written in Borderlands 2. I just think they need to do something with her that isn't just the same thing over and over.
I mean, maybe Borderlands 4 is going to be doing that. I have no hopes for it, unironically. I'm sorry. I have no, like... I think Borderlands 4 is going to be good. No, I have none of that. The Borderlands movie was meh. I don't know. Yeah, I think there's still a part of me that's going to play Borderlands 4, even if I'm not, like, really fucking with it. Oh, it sucked. That movie is so bad. Like, Minecraft movie, at least with Minecraft movie, there's, like, enjoyable things to it. But, like, it is, yeah. I re-downloaded Borderlands 3 recently. Aside from it being insanely big, I think Borderlands 3 is way too big. As it, like, storage-wise, it is way. It's 120 something gigabytes, which sounds so small compared to some other games, but, like, straight up, it is huge. No, Borderlands 3 is a fun game if you are not taking it seriously, and the DLC does kind of fix it. I say taking it seriously. No Borderlands game is taken seriously. It's more just, when I say that, I mean, like, you're not gonna care about anything going on in Borderlands 3 other than number go up. Number go up, me kill more faster. Like caveman with rock and stone and sharp rock, sharp black rock that found in ground. Okay. Borderlands 2 was my first PC game. It is one of my... I think that's like one of the only shooters that I will willingly be like, yeah, no, that game's fun. I like that game a lot. That's like one of the only ones, because I don't really play a whole lot of shooters. Yeah, no, look, I had a moment of like, no, but fucking pre-sequel's not that bad. It really just feels like everything but Borderlands 2, like everything past Borderlands 2 has kind of just been slowly going downhill more and more and more. I had some hope. I had some hope for the Tiny Tina... Oh no, Borderlands 1 is not good, no. It is not a good game. That's not me saying Borderlands 1 is good, I'm sorry. Borderlands 2 is really like, they nailed it, and then proceeded to fuck it up. Like, they looked at Borderlands 1 and were like, hey, we're gonna do that more, instead of looking at Borderlands 2 and being like, hey, this shit kinda sold. This shit kinda good. Yeah, no, like, I didn't mind how it played. There was just a lot that went together. I was scrolling for the whetstone. A lot of stuff just kind of all went to the same spot of, I really can't stand current writing for Tiny Tina. And I have nothing against her as a character. She's fine. It's just like, I can't stand the way that she's written nowadays. I really can't. Which is a shame, because she was an enjoyable character in Borderlands 2. And then they milked her dry. And then they did so much with her that the joke of her character is now just not funny anymore. Like, they beat the dead horse until they killed it again, and then it just kind of kept dying. Got stuck in a death loop, like fucking JoJo's Part 5. Like, and I'm not gonna shame anyone for liking Tiny Tina. It's just, there's no... Like, you could take a picture and, like, of Tiny Tina from Borderlands 2 and directly compare it to anything involving Tiny Tina coming out after Borderlands 2, and you really kind of just... They haven't changed how she's written. It's the exact same thing every single time, and it's kind of just... It's like, there's at least, like, character progression. Like, I will say, some of the Borderlands 2 DLCs have really good character progression for her. They are pretty well written.
I say Borderlands 2 DLCs are well written. That's like saying water is wet. But like, they actually have character progression for her in that game, and the DLCs like Dragon Keep. I don't know why they included Dragon Keep as a separate thing that you can buy, but like it is a good, like that DLC alone does more than any game in the entire Borderlands series that has come out since Borderlands 2 for Tiny Tina's character, other than just old internet, you know. Yeah, no, like having an element of like actually recognizing some of the shit that she's gone through. But they won't. It's Borderlands. So like they're just gonna kind of do the same thing over and over and hope that people still buy. And like after a while, it's just like a lot of people are just tapping out. Like genuinely, the reveal for Borderlands 4, so many people were just like, all right, what do we actually do? I have actual, oh no, it is for sure a nostalgia, and that's totally fine. That's no like shame to you or anything. My nostalgia games are Lego games, like, you know. It's just like Borderlands as a series is just definitely like, it's just kind of kept going. It doesn't need to.
Well done.
Oh well, now I'm
Let's
one
continue our investigation.
hunter symbol away. Is this seems like a big one. Is this a big one? No. Damn. But no, like Borderlands is a series that will never probably die. I have criticisms about how Borderlands 4 looks. I hate that they're slowly getting rid of the cell shaded style, because if you strip that away from Borderlands, what's left, you know? It's like, it's okay, it's not getting rid of it. That's a bit of like BM. It is slowly blending it with Unreal Engine, which I don't really like Unreal Engine, because it this is very much a I am an artist and I care about art a lot more than the average person. I think that it is so garbage what like Unreal Engine has done to the gaming industry.
Yes, sir.
There has been incredible uses for it that have really used it to
All right.
really retain the style and like do a really good impressive visual style. 9 times out of 10, it is live action, like hyper realistic. You can see everyone's modeled fucking 2 pores, a pimple, and a fucking prolapse on them. That in 4K HD, no matter how hard you look at it, no matter what settings, it's draining the creativity out of the industry, and it's so just. I hate that it's draining the creativity out of the industry. God, it like, okay, there are game series that it works for. Final Fantasy it works for, because Final Fantasy has always just been like, it's used its artistic styles to its advantage because of the consoles that it's on, and also it does what it can with the limitations at the time. Final Fantasy gets a pass. Monster Hunter gets a pass, because these are both games that, if they had the technology at the time, they would be doing this. Like, yeah, no, of course. I just, whenever I do something like this, I like to still say that there are good uses of it versus the unreal slop. And I say slop, I do mean slop. Of games that constantly throw out a consistent art direction and like a good quality art direction for hyper realistic slop. And it's bad. It's a bad thing nowadays. It's really bad. It's why I still really like Nintendo games, because Nintendo is still one of the franchise or companies, sorry, that are actually pushing, like, they want their styles to be the thing that they care about the most, and like style and gameplay. That's what they care about the most. They don't want to just put out like you can render Samus's fucking left nut in 12K. They want you to be like, you know what, this game may look a little like downgraded. Game good, you know? Or they work within the limitations. Xenoblade. Look, Xenoblade is a fantastic game. I think Xenoblade 1 is one of the best games on the Switch. Like, bar none, it is one of the best games I've ever played on the Nintendo Switch. It looks like sin sometimes. It looks bad. There are times, like, it's a consistent art style, and that's why. Or that's not why it looks bad, but, like, it's just, like, yeah. But, like, Xenoblade has moments where it can look like absolute booty cheeks because it's such a massive world, and they're using the Switch. Like, Monolith Soft are fucking legend. Like, I don't know what they put in the water over there in Monolith Soft HQ, but goddamn, Xenoblade X has 2 loading screens. You boot up the game, it has a loading screen. This is a massive open world game, by the way. You boot up the game, it has a loading screen. And I think there's one other loading screen involving something with a mech. But this is a game on the Nintendo Switch with a massive open world. And it has 2 loading screens. Like, what the fuck? I mean, obviously there's one if you fast travel. This isn't the PS5, but like, it is insanely impressive how Xenoblade X and Xenoblade 3 and Xenoblade 2 and Xenoblade 1 have all had a consistent style on the Switch with the limitations that the Switch has. And like, you sit there and you're like, what the hell? This is insane. It looks great. Like, I mean, Mario is like fucking picking out the biggest cherry of the bunch, but like, you know. Oh yeah, no, Monolith Soft, I genuinely think Monolith Soft are insane. Xenoblade X on Wii U had a very weird visual style. Xenoblade on the Wii had a weird visual style. But like, you look at Xenoblade X, they reduced the size of the game from Wii U to Switch. They added in a shit ton of stuff to the Switch version and still made it under the Wii U version in size. I think it's like 5 gigabytes smaller than the Wii U version. Like, I know people say like, oh, a Switch game is like whatever, you Switch game is not optimized because it's such a like it can't run jack shit. The Switch is insane when you use it like when you don't try and put something on it that it definitely can't run. Like Xenoblade, phenomenal. Oh no, Switch versus Wii U is a stupid fight. Yeah, content wise, it's just insanely impressive how Monolith Soft can be like, okay, well, we're gonna put this game out on the Wii U, we're gonna make it take up less space, everything on the Switch. Like, how? It's optimization, and that's what that's what people don't do when they do Switch ports, is they don't optimize. They just are like, all right, this is just good for every console, and shit it out on the ground. It's like, no, you gotta put a little into it. It's not as powerful, but like you can do cool shit with it. Like people don't care that it's not as powerful because you have these games on the go that you want to play on the go. Cloud gaming is a whole other thing. I haven't been playing the game. I'm gonna end stream soon. This is just a good conversation that I like talking about. Like, there's a lot of games like Splatoon. I think Splatoon looks great. I think the new Kirby games look phenomenal. I mean, Kirby's always looked good. Kirby's just a game series that is very consistent with its quality. But it looks great. Even Star Allies, which came out like what, in second, third year of the Switch, looks great. I love those games. Fire Emblem Three Houses looks good, and that game is how old now? Engage looks good. Like, you kind of just like, after a while, it's just like, it's not necessarily the limitations of the hardware, it's just how well you use the limitations of said hardware versus just kind of slapping a fucking label on something and just like, yeah, okay, we're getting rid of this. Bye-bye. Which is what most of ports on Switch are. Oh yeah, no. It just needs optimization. Yeah. And that's why the Switch, like, I think the Switch 2 is genius. Right? I don't think the Switch 2 needs a gimmick. I know Nintendo's whole thing is gimmicks for a while, but like, I don't think the Switch 2 needs gimmicks. Maybe I'm stupid. People just want, like, right? People just want the Switch but stronger. And that's what the Switch 2 is. This is the Switch but better. You can run 4K on that shit. 4K 720 in handheld mode. Which is, like, or I think it's 4K 60 frames, or no, it's 720, 120, it's 720p 120 frames versus 4K 60. Which is just like, you sit there and you're like, this is a Nintendo console. They're usually a little behind. This is like good, especially for a portable console. Like, yes, it's 4K 720, 44 frames. Yeah, it's just like, it's a portable console, and you're getting 4K on that. Like, that's crazy to me. Oh my god, the flashbang. Oh god, no! Wait, hold on. Oh god, I'm tabbed out. Oh god. Ah! Ah! The fucking Ash, baby. 1080p, 120. That's even better. Like, I'm gonna wrap up, like, very soon. It's just, I'm sorry, I'm passionate about this kind of thing because, God forbid, we go another gen of people just pushing the most, like, how many pores can we render on a character that you'll never see, and you'll never even know that they're there. Like, I genuinely think it's all just to hog up resources. Like, right. I mean, there's, okay, no. It's because when someone on Twitter makes a post about, like, some fucking slop gamer is like, ah, yes, I can render the pores on Eve's ass. Like, oh no, 4K on Switch is overkill, but it's appreciated. It really means that there's not going to be much technical limitations on the Switch 2, and I'm like, oh no, it's not needed. I will probably never play in 4K mode unless it's docked. But I do sit here, I'm like, hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Cinema. Like, people don't want, well, okay, no, I say people don't want, I say I don't. The wave of hyper realism, you gotta fucking make everything real. Just, why the fuck, why? They're video games, none of these are real. You're not going around fighting giant dragons, like, I don't know. It's why I appreciate Monster Hunter Stories for Monster Hunter, because, like, Monster Hunter has a realistic style. Oh no, I don't. The best, no, I have a TV, but that's downstairs, and that's like the main TV. But my monitor can only do 75 frames, fucking 1980 by 1020, or 1980, no, 1920 by 1080. Like, I don't have like a fucking mega gamer setup. I have 2 monitors and a fucking rebuild. But no, like, it's a nightmare. I mean, the gaming industry is going to have a bubble collapse at some point soon again, because either things are way too expensive for what people are able to get out of it, or there's just a constant, like, this game is going to be like 8 other games you've played that have all been the same. And that's the problem with AAA industries right now. Everyone's making the same games. Everyone is. I say, not as a shill, I say this, I genuinely think Square Enix and Capcom are the only people that aren't just making the same games as everyone else. And it's kind of embarrassing that it feels like those of, like, the current AAA market, I don't count Nintendo in that purely just because, like, you know, for the point, really. Oh god, GTA 6. GTA 6, I think, will just cause everything to crash. The game's going to be $200. Because you know Sony is going to snipe that thing that Nintendo said, where it's like, we want to put, like, we want to make this game cost how much effort and, like, you know, how much they put into the game. You know, Sony and, well, Rockstar is going to snipe that, and GTA 6 is going to be $200. 200 is overkill? Yeah, but it's GTA 6. You have to think of it this way. It's GTA 6. I would not pay $200 for a GTA 6. Now, okay, are you saying USD? Because if you're saying USD, they're gonna fucking hate anyone that's not in the States. They're gonna kill anyone that's not in the States with that price. I think they would actually, like, then GTA 6 has to be the biggest flop in all of gaming. If you were making a game that is $150 US anywhere else other than the States, that is going to be the biggest flop of a game that has ever come out, beating out even like Cyberpunk. Oh no, yeah, no, even $150, it would not make money. It would sell in the States for the people that are desperate enough to buy GTA 6. I don't think you're getting sales anywhere else because of regional pricing. Because knowing these companies, they will not scale that appropriately. They're gonna sit there and be like, all right, $150 US, that's gonna be $300 in Canada, by the way. And that's not even the worst example. There's places that are way worse. Anyways, I should wrap up because it's almost midnight and I've been streaming and an ad just went through. God damn it. I need to go to bed or else I will be here. Oh no, GTA. Okay, right. I think GTA 6 is going to be another situation of Wilds, kind of. I think it's going to have timed exclusivity, which is the stupidest thing ever, but I think what's going to happen with the GTA 6, timed exclusivity for a year or two. It's going to come out on PC to worse situation as Wilds, which Wilds had, you know, it didn't have great PC optimization, right? This is like, just hear the whole thing before shutting it down, you know? We're not shutting it down, but it's late. My brain, I'm not picking the right words for things, but I think it's going to be worse optimized as started. Got to go to bed. Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good one. Yeah, no. I think GTA 6 is going to be a Cyberpunk situation where it's so hyped up that it cannot possibly live up to the hype, and it's going to crash. It is going to crash and burn in the worst way possible, especially that price point. I think that game's going to come out, is going to be very poorly optimized, and I think it's going to completely suck to play. It will be GTA, so people will tough it out, because God forbid they played fucking GTA 5 for how long. But I think GTA 6 is going to fucking suck. I think it is going to be bad. I think nothing can live up to that hype. Nothing can live up to the absolute buzz behind Grand Theft Auto 6. It cannot. It physically cannot. Yeah, no. It will suck. Because, like, right? Red Dead is, you know, I've heard Red Dead is a phenomenal story. That's great. Honestly, that's great. There is no way GTA 6 can live up to the hype. There's no way that Rockstar can live up to the hype that they've set for themselves. And it is something that will always be the case. There is no possible way that it can live up to it. And that's just how I feel, and that's just how the world works. There is no world where that game lives up to the hype. And it's probably going to be like, what, 5 years out in updates? It's going to be like, oh, it's been out for 5 years. It's going to get a price cut. And then it's going to be like, oh, well, this game's actually good now. It's just like, it's not, it can't. It physically cannot live up to what's been set in stone for it. But yeah, that'll be my end point there, because I do need to go to bed. It is midnight, and I do need to get to bed because I want to finish. I've been working on a video. I want to finish it before the end of the month. So I have like, I want to say like 2 weeks, roughly like a week and a half. But yeah, no, GTA 6 is gonna, that's not even me being doomer. I just think GTA 6 is not gonna function the way that people want. Like, there's gonna be so many different things that like, because they've set up so much in their head, they cannot live up to it in the slightest. And it is physically impossible to. Oh yeah, no, I love talking about the game industry stuff because I'm so passionate about that. I will send you guys over to Vinny. Slash raid Vine sauce. Yeah, go hang out with Vinny. He's playing RimWorld. I've never played RimWorld, but it's Vinny, so you'll have it's a chill time. It's a chill time. But yeah, thank you all for coming out. Tonight was great. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you're on YouTube, then hi. How's it going? You're basically getting 2 streams tonight because it's a 5-hour stream, and I'm splitting it in half before I go to bed. So like, you're gonna get a lot. Anyways, good night. I hope you have a good sleep, and I will see you on Sunday. So yeah. No idea what I'll do then, but I'll figure it out. Bye-bye.